So here we are in the 1983-84 season as the Chicago Bulls, and they have a new rookie they just selected in the first round. Right here on the Chicago Bulls, we have Glitzy Gambling Gaga. I had to put his Glitzy G because gambling was considered profanity. And yeah, F inside shot, F medium, F mid range, F 3 point, C minus inside defense, D perimeter defense, D plus playmaking, F rebounding, F physicals, D minus IQ, and B minus potential. So she's 19 years old on the 1983 Chicago Bulls. Now I don't think that wouldn't have been. She wasn't 19 years old at this point. Definitely not. Probably like 20s. I'm not exactly sure what her age was, but like it wasn't 19. See, I have her on a generic rookie contract, like what would you would get if you're a first rounder. So here she is wearing number 68 with the short. Oh boy. I haven't played a 2K on PlayStation in a few years, so just bear with me here. I've been playing on the Switch. Got nice gold shoes because she is Glitzy Gambling Dog after all. The face scan isn't great. It's not it's not a women face scan. Like I would use WNBA for that, and this is an NBA video, so we should have to go with this. But it's just the face. We won't be hopping into many games unless they like make a championship or something. So we won't see it much anyway. So let's get to the end of the season and see how Gaga does year one. I would also like to mention real quick though before we do start, I am gonna make sure I put her in the. Why am I on the Cavaliers? What in the world? Right here, you will see Gaga as the team's starting point guard, starting alongside Reggie Theus, Rod Higgins, Dave Greenwood, and Dave Corzine. This was not the best team in '83. This is the year before they drafted Jordan, so he will be in the class along with people like Elijah Wan. So we're going to get to the end of the season and see how Gaga does in her first season. Season's over. Moses Malone wins MVP. 27.9 and 15.4 is crazy. Ralph Sampson gets Rookie of the Year. Kevin McHale wins Sixth Man. Tree Rollins gets DPOY. Most Improved goes to LaSalle Thompson. Coach of the Year is Brad Nelson. And Executive of the Year goes to Jack Hart. We do have a problem here. The Bulls finished 13 and 69 in their first season. Not a very good record whatsoever. One of the worst ever, actually. We'll look at how Gaga did this season. Gaga played 24.4 minutes per game, but only managed to put up 4.8 points, 0.1 rebounds. I mean, yeah, at 5'4", that makes sense. In real life, she's actually 5'3", but there is no 5'3" in this, so I had to do 5'4". 0.9 assists, 0.7 steals. Gaga just texted me, ironically, as I'm filming this. 0.8 blocks, 2 turnovers, 21.8 shooting percentage. My gosh, this is bad. 0.8, 8.3 3-point percentage. Let's see what happens in the offseason with the Bulls. The Lakers beat the Pistons in 6 to win the '83 chip. The Bulls ended up spending the number 1 overall pick on Hakeem Olajuwon instead of repeating history and taking Michael Jordan. MJ ended up going number 2 overall to the now Los Angeles Clippers. He's an 85 overall and didn't go first overall in the draft. Yeesh. 1984 roster here. We got Gaga, Reggie Theus, Rod Higgins, Dave Greenwood, and Hakeem Olajuwon in his rookie season. On the bench, we got Dave Corzine, Ennis Watley, Sidney Green, Sam Williams, Nicola Payne, Mo Westbrook, Dwayne Farmer, Rich Trent, Alan Park, and Travis Harris. This is also the last year of Gaga's contract, but has an option for the next 2 seasons, so we'll see if they pick that up at the end of the season or not. Well, at least she lasted a game. Now she's out 4 to 6 months with a spinal injury. I think it's safe to say the Bulls probably won't pick up the option for her after the season. I don't know what kind of wizardry this is, because she got hurt in like late October, coming back here in early December already, and will be re-entering the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. In mid-February, Gaga suffered a season-ending dislocated patella, which is not good. How? She was out like 2 months, and she's already back from what was listed as a season-ending patella injury. I haven't touched anything. What is happening? Gaga's like the most resilient human ever. She's coming back from season-ending injury in like a month and a half. Season's wrapped. Dominique Wilkins gets MVP despite having 0.8 assists. They just shoot 59.2% though. Rookie of the Year goes to MJ on the Clippers. Byron Scott wins Sixth Man of the Year. Ralph Sampson wins Defensive Player of the Year. Won Rookie of the Year last year, I believe. Yeah, I think it was him. Most Improved goes to Byron Scott. Coach of the Year goes to Brad Nelson. The Lakers win 69-13. My gosh. 99 overall team. We are 1 year into the sim. 1 year. Executive of the Year goes to Jack Hart. Alright, interesting. You want proof how easy it was to make it to the playoffs back in the day? Bulls go 32-50 and get an 8 seed to play the Boston Celtics in round 1 of the playoffs. But first, let's look at Gaga's. Gaga did improve from last year, playing 29.6 minutes and putting up 6.8 points, 1.1 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.8 blocks, 2.1 turnovers. Shot 26.4%. Still not really a good shooter. She is hurt at the moment too. She bruised her knee in the last game of the season. She only played 42 games due to the patella injury and the spinal injury. But judging by what those injuries are, she probably should have played like 4. So, quite impressive. 11.1 from 3. Oh boy. 38.4 from the line. This might be the worst NBA player ever. Let's see how Chicago does against the Celtics. Game 1 goes to Boston. Game 2 also to Boston. Game 3 and... Yep, they're eliminated. It was a 5-game series back in the day rather than 7 now. So the Bulls are eliminated in 3 by the Celtics, unsurprisingly. The Celtics didn't quite make it all the way though, losing to the Lakers in 6 in the NBA Finals. The Bulls would not end up picking up the option for Gaga, so she is now sitting out here as a... That guy is terrifying. As a free agent here at only 20 years old. I'm not going to give her a contract to any team unless... That's a face, my gosh. I won't give her a contract anywhere unless she doesn't sign by like day 12. Then I'll just throw her on a random team, I guess. I don't know. So we're here in 1985, and someone did pick up Gaga during free agency. If I can locate through the menu, you might see from the top right, it was the Golden State Warriors. Signed Gaga towards the end of the offseason to a 1-year minimum contract. And I gotta put her in the lineup. So on the floor for the Warriors, we got the starting lineup of Gaga, Jim Paxson, Purvis Short, Wayman Tisdale, and Mark West. On the bench, they have their original point guard, who I benched for Gaga, and Sleepy Floyd. They have Lester Connor, Mike Dunleavy. There is a Mark Dunleavy somewhere. I'm thinking of somebody. Terry Teagle, Charles Davis. I don't know why he's here. Bill Weddington. He looks happy. Also looks like that one guy from Stranger Things. Curtis Lawson, Eric Fernsten, that's a name. Elvin Hayes is all the way down here at a 68 overall. And then we got Brian Little. About a month into the season, the Warriors trade Charles Davis to the Utah Jazz for a top 10 projected first round pick in about 2 years. Not long after that, only about 6 days, they signed small forward Kirk Johnson to a 1-year deal. Spoiler alert, he's not very good. So I was wondering why Elvin Hayes was tired after like 4 minutes of playing time. And then I realized he's 40. Yeah, I think that explains it. Season is over. Dominique Wilkins wins the MVP with 34.2 points per game, but only 1 assist. This man does not pass the ball. How does he keep winning MVP? Rookie of the Year goes to Karl Malone. Oh no. Sixth I just realized now it's called Sixth Player of the Year back then. It's currently Sixth Man of the Year. Anyway, it goes to Sleepy Floyd. Defensive Player of the Year, Akeem Olajuwon. Most Improved Player goes to John Stockton. Coach of the Year, K.C. Jones. Celtics and Lakers, they just ruled the simulation. And Jared Shaw wins Executive of the Year. Golden State is going to get the 7th seed at 39-43. And will be matching up with the Denver Nuggets in the first round. Another bad season for Gaga, putting up 5.8 points, 1.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists, a steal, 0.9 blocks, and 1.7 turnovers. She is up to a 61 overall, but she is feeling exhausted. Did miss one game due to strained Achilles, which was supposed to put her out like 2 weeks, but I think there might be a glitch in this game or something, because she just doesn't miss games, I guess. Also, Jim Paxson either got hurt in the last game or played through an injury, because he has 82 games played. But is injured at the moment. 31.2 shooting percentage, getting a little better, but still bad. 3-point percentage, 0. Shot 0.1 threes per game and made 0. And a 45.7 free throw percentage. It's getting better, but still, it's the lowest on the team by, well, not including guys who don't play. It's the lowest, but only a few percent. Mark West was terrible. So I guess it isn't as bad as I thought. Let's see here if they can beat the Denver Nuggets, probably led by Alex English in round 1. I don't care. And no. They lose game 1. They lose game 2. And yep, they're eliminated in 1 round. The Pistons beat the Michael Jordan Clippers in game 7 to win the NBA championship. Gaga went unsigned and is now sitting in free agency again. And also fell down to a 59 overall, so went down 2. Don't exactly know how that happened, but I guess it did. Let's see, who's the offer from? Because I saw she had an offer. It's from the Warriors. Okay, they're just trying to bring him back. That's like 800K, that's like 700K more than she's made any other season, though. So it'd be a huge signing if she does go back. Gaga did accept the contract on day 2 of free agency. My stupid chair is making weird sounds. It was, I think they had to re-offer due to salary issues, but it's like 60K cheaper than it was like hit. It's 99K right now, which I believe is the minimum at this point in time. It was originally gonna be 710K. Oh, it's not the minimum because Sydney Lowe is getting paid 89K. But still, you get the idea. She is back on the Golden State Warriors, my real-life favorite team. Here's the roster for Gaga's second season with the Warriors. Starting 5 is going to be Gaga, Jim Paxson, Purvis Short, Wayman Tisdale, Mark West, and on the bench we have Sleepy Floyd, John Drew, Lester Connor, Sydney Lowe, Kevin Duckworth, looks like a duck, honestly, Alvin Scott, Rick Grant, Richie McKinney, and David Wingate. But back to Moses Malone winning MVP. He drops 30 points, 12.9 rebounds, only 1 assist. What is with the low assist numbers for MVP right now? Rookie of the Year goes to Kenny Walker. I might have to look up after this if this guy is real. Kind of a nerd, but even I don't know this one. Sleepy Floyd wins 6th man. Akeem wins Defensive Player of the Year. Hot Rod with Most Improved. Brad Nelson wins Coach of the Year. The Lakers win 60-22. I can't. They don't stop. And, wow, not the Celtics. Executive of the Year goes to Maxwell Fisher of the Trailblazers, who went 59-23. Pretty much the same as last year. Warriors go 42-40. I'll have to take on the number 2 seed Denver Nuggets in the first round. Again, pretty much the same as what happened last year. Gaga continues to improve just a little bit, playing all 82 games for the first time in her career. Also putting up 7 points, 2.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists, a steal, and a block. How she got 1 block per game at 5'4", 5'3" in real life, I'll never know. She also, I forgot to mention, she got bronze dimer, so she has 1 badge now. Played 25.4 minutes, not as much as recently, but still, like, it's a good team. I mean, they didn't play like it, but it's a good team, at least on paper, so that makes sense. 2 turnovers, 32.9 shooting percentage, 8% from behind the line, and 42.5 on free throws. Will this be the year Gaga ends her 0-6 streak in the playoffs? Game 1 goes to Denver. Game 2 goes to Denver. And they are swept. Again, 3-0 Nuggets. Sweep the Warriors for the second year in a row. Hawks beat the Blazers in 5 to win the championship this year. Once again, Gaga isn't re-signed and becomes a free agent. Does have one offer at the moment, and that is from the Golden State. I can't hit buttons. I need to go to sleep. It's Saturday. I just need to sleep. By the time you're watching this, it'll probably be like Tuesday and 3 weeks from now, because it's going to take me forever. So far, I've recorded this all in one sitting, but I'm going to probably get bored at some point. Gaga has a 1-year offer from the Warriors to come back, but last year they had to get rid of that contract offer due to salary reasons. So let's see if she actually accepts it in time this year. Gaga's back on the Warriors, accepting a 1-year, $126,000 contract to come back for this coming season. They actually don't have an on-roster point guard this year, so Gaga is actually a starter by default at a 67 overall this year. But anyway, let's look at the rotation. Starting 5, we got Gaga, Jim Paxson, Purvis Short, Wayman Tisdale, and Kevin Duckworth. On the bench, John Drew, Reggie Williams, Greg Anderson, Mamadi Randall, that's a name, Mac Hudson, Rick Grant, Kenny Gaddison, Jim Burton, and Louis Peeler, another crazy name. He also looks very angry. They were having injury issues, so they picked up Scott Wedman, who I checked, by the way, he's like 35 years old at this point. They got him here in mid-February, right before the All-Star break. Season's over. Daryl Griffith wins MVP, and he actually passed the ball somewhat. Rookie of the Year goes to David Robinson, who actually got drafted by the Spurs, ironically. Albert King wins Sixth Man. Akeem wins Defense. Defense player. I'm not okay. I've been playing this for a little bit now. I need lunch. Terry Porter wins Most Improved. Eli Arnold wins Coach of the Year. And Jared Shaw wins Executive of the Year for the 63-19 Clippers, led by Michael Jordan, considering he's still there. And Eli Arnold won Coach of the Year for the Pacers at 65-17. My gosh. Despite how good the roster looked the last few seasons, they missed the playoffs this year, coming in at 32-50. Gaga continues to slightly improve. She did miss 6 games this year due to a broken thigh. How it was only 6 games, I will never understand. 9.6 points, 2.4 rebounds, still being this short, but getting rebounds. Had more than the shooting guard down here, Rick Grant. 4 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.3 blocks, 2.3 turnovers. Shot 35.1%, 10% from 3, and 46.9% from the line. Eesh. The Clippers would end up beating the Pacers in 6 in the NBA championship. And I did see, by the way, yes, they do still have Michael Jordan. He put up 40. My gosh. This is also going to be the season where we see the introduction of the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets into the NBA. Yeah, these new expansion teams are going to suck. My gosh. These guys are not good. I didn't even go all the way through the draft. Oops. Or maybe I did. I think that's a glitch. Anyway, I did see in the draft, where is he? Louis Peeler did end up going to Charlotte, which despite being a 67 overall, I do find it kind of sad because he's on, his name is the Louis Peeler. This guy got drafted while having a lower leg stress fracture. Great pick, Hornets. Gaga ended up signing to the expansion Miami Heat on a 1-year, $410,000 deal, which is actually pretty good considering what she's been paid so far, and only a 67 overall with still pretty terrible shooting ability. Gaga's a 72 overall coming into the season. That face is terrifying. My gosh. And here's the starting lineup. We got Gaga, Dale Ellis, Dominique Wilkins, Rick Mayhorn, and Bill Cartwright. Why is this team good? On the bench, they got Cliff Levingston, Otis Birdsong, Chris Washburn, George Johnson, Rod Strickland, Kevin McKenna, Kevin Gilliard, Donald Brown, and then I saw this guy. 45 overall, Rod Foster. There's no way this guy is real. 45? He's been playing for the last 4 seasons. What? He's been playing for the last 4 seasons. He's a real player, and yet he's a 45 overall. Where did this guy come from? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's just see how the season goes. The Heat had injury issues, so in December they signed point guard Quinn Buckner to the roster. Dominique wins another MVP with .9 assists. Mitch Richmond wins Rookie of the Year. Sean Carl, I don't even know who this guy is. He won Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Patrick Ewing on the Mavericks. That's interesting. Most Improved goes to Brendan Bledsoe. Coach of the Year goes to Alan Wilcox. And Executive of the Year goes to Zach Goodwin on the 68-14 Knicks. Where do they come from? Like, what? The Knicks. Unfortunately, though, the Heat did miss the playoffs at 38-44 this season, which is still really good for an expansion team, so I will give them credit for that one. Gaga continues to improve just a little bit. She started 64 games this year. Was on the bench, actually, for 9 games, which is interesting. Also missed 9 games due to injury. 9.3 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 5.2 assists. Her assist numbers are going up. She also got another badge, I noticed. 1 steal, 0.8 blocks, 2.4 turnovers, 40.9 shooting percentage, finally cracks 40%. And 13.6 3-point percentage. Oh boy. I accidentally skipped by it, but the Knicks beat the Mavs in 5 to win the championship. And it did happen in this universe too. Kareem did retire with the most points of all time. Maybe Gaga will pass him up. Maybe LeBron will when he gets there. Maybe even Jordan. I don't know. Maybe somebody random will do it. Who down here? John Drew. Yep, John Drew is going to pass him in the next 2 years for sure. Starting day 2 of filming this video. The Magic and Timberwolves are now joining the league as expansion teams. So a quick update there in the NBA. I think these teams are going to be really bad. Sure, Joe Barry Carroll was there, Mark West. These teams suck. Grant Shaw, Vinny, Grant Long. I guess these teams are like fine. Wilfred Dues here. They're just not good. Gaga enters free agency again as a 24-year-old, 72 overall point guard. And I guess we'll see if Gaga's able to go to a different place this year. Also, everybody wants 110k. She wants 1.13 million. A little bit greedy, but it's fine. Gaga's traveling to Milwaukee, and she is now a Buck. And we'll be back in 86 overall, Boyd Thurmond. So, Gaga got her first 2-year deal ever since she was drafted. It's a 2-year, $2.15 million deal. Technically, her first 2-year deal ever, because they just accepted the option on our rookie deal. So yes, technically her first 2-year deal ever accepted in the NBA. So let's see what this roster looks like. Here is 1989-90 Bucks roster. Starting 5, we got Gaga, Dan Majorly, I think that's how I say it, maybe Maherly, Marquez Johnson, Derek McKee, and John Konchak. On the bench, they have Boyd Thurmond, Dave Greenwood, Joe Klein. He looks like somebody, I don't know why. He also looks kind of devious. Waddell Eagles, Bradford Baylor, Casey Scurry, Jeff Lamp, Greg Grant, and Chucky Brown. These are some names here. Let's take Gaga's first season in Milwaukee goes. Season's over with, and we got another MVP for Dominique Wilkins. I think we might have accidentally made Dominique Wilkins the GOAT. Rookie of the Year goes to Tim Hardaway, the original Tim Hardaway. Boyd Thurmond gets Sixth Man of the Year. Akeem wins Defensive Player of the Year. Petrovic wins Most Improved. Wilcox gets Coach of the Year for the 65-17 Knicks. And Zach Goodwin gets Executive of the Year. The Bucks won 43-39 and obtained the 6th seed, so they'll be taking on the number 3 Boston Celtics in the first round of the playoffs. Gaga was great with the Bucks, actually. Like 36 minutes per game, dropping 16.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 1.5 steals, 1 block, 2.8 turnovers. Did have 3.7 fouls, which that hurts. Field goal percentage. Where the heck is the field goal percentage? Anyway, a really good season for Gaga. She's tired, which will hurt her in the playoffs, so we'll see how that goes for her. Gaga has never won a playoff game, so let's see if she can do it. Win her first here against the Celtics. Celtics win game 1. I clicked Simcast on accident. Celtics win game 2. My phone's about to die. And Celtics pull off the sweep, 3-0 over the Bucks. Gaga is still yet to win a playoff game after like 6 years in the NBA. The Celtics would go on to beat the Kings in 6 to win the chip. Gaga isn't in free agency, but I do see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Jr. on here. Somebody please tell me if this guy is real. I don't remember him. Doesn't look like Kareem at all, so maybe he's real, maybe this is just a huge coincidence, I don't know. Maybe it's an Easter egg from 2K, I'm not really sure. This roster for 1991 Bucks, starting lineup, we got Gaga, Dan Majorly, Marquez Johnson, Derek McKee, John Konchak, Boyd Thurman. Well, no, these are the 5 starters. Now on the bench, they got Boyd Thurman, Dave Greenwood, Joe Klein, Liddell Eagles, Chris Washburn, Wes Matthews, Michael Curry, Greg Grant, and Dwayne Cohens. The Bucks would also pick up Kenny Walker on a 1-year, $235K deal 1 day into the season. He's an 82 overall. Why was this guy a free agent again? Surprise, surprise, another MVP for Dominique Wilkins. He's ready to go at this point. Rookie of the Year goes to Kendall Gill. 6th man goes to Boyd Thurman. Defensive Player of the Year goes to David Robinson. Most Improved goes to Dino Raja. Coach of the Year goes to Dalen Strickland. And Executive of the Year goes to Jackie Turner. Looks like the Bulls end up being finding out Jordan anyway. 61-21. The Bucks got the 4 seed at 49-33. And will play Gaga's former team, the Miami Heat, in the first round. Gaga did drop off a little bit with 11.9 points, 3.4 rebounds, 4.6 assists, a steal, 0.8 blocks, 2.1 turnovers, shot 39.9%, so back under 40. 23.1 from behind the line isn't that bad considering where we started. And then a 58.4 free throw percentage. At least it's getting better. And she's up to a 76 overall right now. I have a feeling Gaga's going to get her first playoff win this series. Game 1 goes to the Heat. Oh my gosh. Game 2. Hey, Gaga won a playoff game. It took her like 8 years. And 2 days for my life. Game 3 goes to the Bucks. And Gaga will survive the first round as the Bucks beat the Heat in 4. Which means they will be taking on the 76ers. The 8-seeder just upset the Bulls in 4 in the second round of the playoffs. Not only is it the first playoff win for Gaga, but the first time she's made it to the second round. They're up 2-0 on the Sixers. The Sixers look cooked. And Bucks get the Elam in 4. Which means they're going to play the 3-seed New York Knicks in the conference finals. They just beat the Wizards in 5 and the Pistons in 3. So let's see how this one goes for Gaga. Game 1's going to go to the Knicks. Game 2 to the Bucks. Game 3 to the Knicks. Game 4 to the Knicks. Looks like they're done. And yes, the Knicks eliminate the Bucks in 5 games. The Knicks would go on to beat the Mavs in 7 in the NBA championship. Gaga wasn't extended, so she's a free agent yet again at 26 years old. Probably will reset her age in a year or two, just so she doesn't retire or regress a bunch, just to make it more fun. Gaga has joined the Sacramento Kings on a 2-year, $3.20 million deal. Been all over the place in her career. Started with the Bulls, then went to the Warriors, then went to the Heat, and then the Bucks, and now the Kings. This team at the moment. Oh, there's Luke Longley. I'm checking during free agency here. They have Chris Mullin and Orlando Blackman. I don't know where they got these two from, but why does Chris Mullin look terrifying? Oh, they drafted Mullin a couple years ago. Okay. And then Orlando Blackman, they got him from the Mavs a good amount of years ago. So this is a good-looking team. They might go further in the conference finals. So we'll see how Gaga does in year whatever the heck this is at this point. New era, new background here. It looks pretty cool. Like the colors of it. Next season for Gaga here. We have the 91-92 season for her. This is her 9th season. Starting five, we got Gaga, Orlando Blackman, Chris Mullin, AC Wright Foreman, and LaSalle Thompson. On the bench, they have... Wrong sport. On the bench, they have Daryl Valentine, Gus Williams, Shane Green, Jerome Ryan, Luke Longley, Jamie Hammonds, Dustin Marks, Jamal Ware, and Greg Foster. A couple days into the season, they signed a new power forward, an 83 overall Horace Grant, who is only 26 at the time also, so that's a pretty good signing, especially because of how much they need a power forward at this point. Dominique Wilkins' reign of terror continues with another MVP. Billy Owens wins Rookie of the Year. Lionel Simmons wins Sixth Man of the Year. Scottie Pippen wins Defensive Player of the Year on the Supersonics. Tim Hardaway wins Most Improved Player. Daryl George wins Coach of the Year for the 68-14 New York Knicks. And Executive of the Year goes to Zach Goodwin. The Kings have a chance this year with getting the 2 seed at 54-28. This could maybe be Gaga's year final. Gaga missed 9 games this year with hand and shoulder injuries, but still managed to play 73, dropping 10.9 points, 2.8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, a steal, 0.7 blocks, 2 turnovers, 2.2 fouls, a 45.3 field goal percentage, which is way better than it was before, and just as good as Jerome Ryan, also being worse than only Shane Green, Orlando Blackman, and Chris Mullin. Only 12.5% from 3, so still not amazing, but it's better than LaSalle Thompson, Horace Grant, Daryl Valentine, and Jerome Ryan, who all had 0. So, Gaga's getting better, it looks like, and also the 59 free throw percentage. Time for round 1 against Portland. Game 1, that's going to go to the Knicks. Oh yeah, the Knicks. The Kings. I don't even know what team I'm talking about anymore. Trailblazers win Game 2. Trailblazers win Game 3. They might pull an upset on the Kings here. And they in fact do that. The Kings get the 2 seed and are first rounded by the 7 seed Portland Trailblazers. Oh, Gaga's career is just not going great right now. Knicks beat the Blazers in 5 to win the championship. So not only the Trailblazers, at the number 7 seed, beat the Kings, beat the Mavericks, beat the 1 seed Rockets, but they also got a win on the NBA champion New York Knicks in the finals. Where did this team come from and what was their record? I need to see it now. They went 44-38, which wasn't even that great. It was good, but like shouldn't be NBA championship level. At least not usually anyway. 92-93 season, they're starting Gaga, Orlando Blackman, Chris Mullin, Jay Murphy, and LaSalle Thompson. On the bench, Jerome Ryan, Shane Green, Darnell Valentine, Johnny Newman, Luke Longley, Jermaine Elliott, Anthony Peeler, Jamal Ware, and Harvey Rodman with his crazy hair. We have an insane upset. Dominique Wilkins doesn't win MVP. It instead goes to Mitch Richmond. Rookie of the Year goes to Shaquille O'Neal and the Milwaukee Bucks. That's something. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Blue Edwards. I mean, he plays for a blue team. I guess it works. Defensive Player of the Year goes to David Robinson. Most Improved goes to Terrell Brandon. Coach of the Year goes to Luther Terrell on the Jazz. Only won 59-23. I'm surprised he got Coach of the Year for that team, but interesting. And the Executive of the Year goes to Peter Carl. Kings ended up with the 6th seed at 44-38 this season. Gaga played 75 games, scoring 12.4 points, 3.1 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.7 blocks, 2.1 turnovers, 2.6 fouls, 41.4 shooting percentage. It's getting better. 16.7 3-point percentage, and 61.2 from the free throw line, which is higher than their center, Jerome Ryan. So Gaga is making progress here. Now let's watch the Kings most likely lose to the number 3 seed Mavericks. Mavs take game 1. Mavs take game 2. And Kings are able to get back into it with a game 3 win. And they win game 4. They have a chance to go into a game 5. And no, the Mavericks will win in 5, knocking the Kings out. Again, the Trailblazers at the 7th seed, making it past the 2 seed Sonics in 3. Now playing the Mavs. We'll see the Trailblazers make another run this year. It would be the Mavs who would go on to beat the Pacers in 5 to win the NBA championship. In case anyone's wondering, Dominique Wilkins has 6 MVPs, an NBA championship, a Finals MVP, 10 All-Star appearances, 4 NBA first teams, and 4 NBA second teams. Why? I know he's really good, but my gosh, Dominique, calm down. He is 33, so he probably will calm down, but still, this is the new GOAT, I guess. Forget Jordan, forget LeBron, you got Dominique Wilkins. Gaga re-enters free agency yet again. Also, once she gets signed, I will reset her age back to 19, just so she doesn't, call early retirement or something, because she's supposed to play for, this is, 1993 right now, I think. It's 1993. She has to play for 31 more years. We can't let her retire this early. Sacramento would end up matching the Boston Celtics offer of 2 years, $3.56 million to bring Gaga back to the Sacramento Kings for a 3rd and 4th season. Starting 5 for the 93-94 season. And I do see someone on the bench who excites me. We'll get to that in a second, though. Starting 5, I got Gaga, Orlando Blackman, Chris Mullin, Bob Thornton, and LaSalle Thompson. Now on the bench, they have Ennis Watley, who Gaga battled with for years in Chicago for the starting job back and forth when Gaga was in the early stages of her career. And now he teams up with her again on the Sacramento Kings. A good amount of years later. It's probably been Gaga was there for 2 years, I think. So, yeah, they haven't seen each other in probably 6 or 7 years. So this is an interesting team up we got here. Bench also includes Jerome Ryan, Luke Longley, speaking of the Chicago Bulls, Jacob Kersey, Walt Bradley, Clint Simmons, Aaron Williams, Anthony Peeler, and Cole McCormick. The season's over and Mitch Richmond wins his 2nd straight MVP. He better not become the next Dominique Wilkins. I can't take this much longer. Rookie of the Year goes to Penny Hardaway on the Pistons. That's interesting. Blue Edwards wins 6th Man of the Year. Scottie Pippen wins Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to Ale Abdelnaby. Ale Abdelnaby. Abdelnaby, I got that right. Oscar Mitchell wins Coach of the Year for the 56-26 Pacers. And Sam Anderson wins Executive of the Year. This is the first time in a while for Gaga that she's missed the playoffs as the Kings went 31-51. Not very good, especially considering that they were in the playoffs pretty easily last year, so not very good for them. Gaga was 2nd on the team in points this year. She was playing off the bench for 62 games this season, but she still played in 75. Maybe that helped her. 13.2 points, 3.4 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.7 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 2.5 fouls. Up the shooting percentage again to 44.5, which is better than a lot of players on the team, as you can see here. 3-point percentage went up past 20 at 20.3%. And free throw percentage was 61.1, so she improved a ton this season in like every aspect. The NBA Finals would go to Game 7, and the Nets would defeat the Timberwolves. And yes, in case anyone's wondering, Dominique Wilkins is 10th all-time in career points. However, he is like 34 years old and still about 11,000, like 11,080-ish. I don't feel like doing the math here. But yeah, like 11,082 I think it is behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so I don't think he's going to get very much higher. He'll probably end up passing Alex English, maybe Adrian Dantley. But after that, I think he's pretty much done, despite being like the greatest player of all time at this rate. Kings have a new look for the 94-95 season with a starting five of Gaga, Orlando Blackman, Chris Mullin, Aaron Williams, and Maxwell Westphal. On the bench, they have LaSalle Thompson, Ennis Watley, Eddie Jones, Jeff Grayer, Adrian Hardaway, Les Jepson, that's a name, Corey Crowder, Walt Bradley, I don't know if I can say that name, and yeah, there's the roster. We have a new MVP this year as it goes to Shaquille O'Neal on the Bucks. Rookie of the Year goes to Grant Hill. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Cedric Ceballos. Defensive Player of the Year goes to David Robinson. Most Improved Player goes to Calbucini. Coach of the Year goes to Joey White III on the 60-22 Warriors. And Executive of the Year goes to Bobby Adams. The Kings will match up again with the Mavericks after getting the 7th seed, going 45-37 this year. Gaga is injured to start the playoffs right now. She has a sprained left knee, which also caused her to miss the last 2 games of the season. She still had 14.4 points, 3.8 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.9 blocks, 1.9 turnovers, 2.7 fouls, 43.5 field goal percentage, 21.9 3-point percentage. I'm not okay. And 63.5 free throw percentage. And now it is time to lose to the Dallas Mavericks. Mavs win game 1. Kings are able to get game 2. Mavs win game 3. And the Mavs do take it in 4, eliminating the Kings. In an interesting turn of events in the NBA Finals, the number 1 seed Warriors would defeat the 8 seed New York Knicks in 4 games. A straight-up sweep of the Knicks in the NBA Finals. But the Knicks had a great run. They beat the 1 seed Bucks in 5, the 4 seed Pacers in 6, 2 seed Nets in 7, and then they just got swept by the Warriors, so I guess we're just too good for this Cinderella team. This will also be the season where the Toronto Raptors and Vancouver Grizzlies will be joining the NBA. This is the worst expansion draft yet. This was terrible. I guess Aaron McKee's here. That's kind of it. Oh, Simpkins. Funderburk. Watch, one of these teams is going to pick up Gaga. I just know it now. Scott Chambers. Chase Outlaw. That's a name. My gosh. Chase Outlaw? Oh my gosh. Anyway, though, Greg Minor. This was something here. That's all I can say. And yes, Gaga is a free agent again, because apparently no one wants to extend her in this universe. I knew it. Gaga signs a 3-year, $16.25 million deal with the Vancouver Grizzlies. I knew she was going on an expansion team. I just knew it. Gosh dang it. Here's the Grizzlies' rotation this year. They're starting 5. I do love those jerseys, though. I must say real quick. Gaga, Mitch Richmond, Cedric Ceballos, Antonio McDyess, and Sebastian Madison. On the bench, they got Kenny the Jet Smith, Aaron McKee, Howard Isley, James Robinson, Geraldo Franklin. What is he looking at? Terry Love, Robin Wilcox, I don't know why he's in the rotation. He should just be in the reserve. William Terrell. Oh my gosh, he is angry. And I don't know if I can say that last time. If you watch wrestling, you know what that one is. But David here at a 61 overall. Why do we have this guy? Shaq wins himself another MVP. Joe Smith with Rookie of the Year. Corey Campbell gets six man of the year. There's no way that guy's real. No way. Shaq also wins Defensive Player of the Year. Oh my gosh. Most Improved. Glitzy Gambling Gaga finally wins an award in reset her years of experience. First award comes in year 12. It's year 12. I'm not good at math. Not a bad stat line. 14 points, 4.2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.3 steals, 1.1 blocks, 45.4 field goal percentage, 66.4 from the line, 17.7 from 3. I'm not going to go over her player stats after this because I just did that now. Coach of the Year goes to Joey White III on the 62 and 20 Warriors. I feel like I've seen that before. And Executive of the Year goes to Bobby Adams. Grizzlies get the 2 seed here at 47 and 35. They got to play the Nuggets. We'll see how they manage to do here with the Most Improved Player of the Year on their team. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting Simcast. As we simulate game. Game 1 goes to the Grizzlies. Game 2 goes to the Nuggets. The fact that they're an expansion team and got the second seed is crazy. That shows the power of salary cap right there. Nuggets also get Game 3. And they get upset by the 7th seed in 4 games. Oh boy. Also, in case you're wondering, the other expansion team, I don't believe they're here. I don't remember who they are. I gotta check my footage now. It was the Raptors, another Canada team, and no, they are not here. Mavs take down the Pistons in 5 to win the championship. I didn't know Michael Mayer was a basketball head coach. Starting lineup for the 96-97 Grizzlies, we got Gaga. Mitch Richmond is here now. Cedric Ceballos. Antonio McDyess. Geraldo Franklin. And then on the bench we got Kenny Smith. Aaron McKee. Howard Isley. Kevin Duckworth. Hey, Kevin Duckworth! He's back! He played with Gaga. Wow, he played with Gaga like 8 years ago on the Warriors. Now they team up again in Memphis. Well, Gaga's a starting point guard, and Kevin Duckworth is the 9th man on the bench. They also have James Robinson, Bill Wennington. Hey, Bill Wennington's back. Again, Gaga played with him. Might have even been in Golden State, honestly. I don't know for sure, but they definitely were together at one point. Lester Morris Sr., Sheldon Washburn, and David. Why is he still here at 61 overall? I don't know. He played a bit last year, too. I don't know. He's here. I don't know. Season's over. Shaq wins MVP. AI wins Rookie of the Year on the Rockets. Muggsy Bogues wins Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq wins DPOY. Maxwell Sharp wins Most Improved. Joey White III wins another Coach of the Year on the 64 and 18 Warriors. What is this Warriors team? Gotta go left a little bit early. And yes, Bobby Adams also wins Executive of the Year for the Warriors. The Grizz have the 2 seed this year at 46 and 36, and will be playing the 7th seed San Antonio Spurs in the first round. This season from Gaga, she did miss the last 18 games with a torn right hamstring, and will miss, judging by how the Grizzlies have played recently, probably the entire playoffs, as she's out 4 to 6 weeks still coming into the playoffs. She averaged 15.7 points, 4.3 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.7 blocks, 2.3 turnovers, 2.3 fouls, 47.6 field goal percentage is actually pretty good. 30.1 3-point percentage, and 62.3 from the free throw line. I think she gets an MVP in the next decade. I'm calling it now. Game 1 of the opening series, that's going to go to the Grizzlies. Game 2 goes to the Spurs. Of course it does. Game 3 is going to go to the Grizzlies. So they're up 2-1 on the Spurs. And the Grizzlies do beat them in 4. They'll now play the 3 seed Supersonics in the second round. The Sonics win game 1 and game 2. Grizzlies are able to win game 3 and 4. We got a 2-2 series here. Sonics win game 5. And yep, the Grizzlies will lose to the Supersonics in 6. The dominant Warriors would lose to the Hornets in game 7 of the NBA Finals, making the Hornets NBA champions. A quick league update here. The Washington Bullets will now be the Washington Wizards, as we have finally gotten to that point in time. And in case you're wondering, Dominique Wilkins is still in the league and currently 4th for most all-time points, with 28,998. I think that's I can't see well from here. I'm sitting in my bed. Yeah, that's what it is. I need glasses. I'm sorry. Looks like this year he might be able to pass up Moses Malone and Wilt Chamberlain. We just need to see if he can pass up Kareem, who's still in front of him by about like 7,600. About 7,600 points. So he's probably never gonna pass Kareem because he's already like 36. But he could still pass Moses Malone and Wilt Chamberlain. Is Gaga on this list at all? I need to see this real quick. Doesn't look like it. She's been playing for like 16 years, but she hasn't really been good, so it makes sense. No, not here. Alright. 97-98 starting 5, we got Gaga, Mitch Richmond, Cedric Ceballos, Antonio McDyess, Will Perdue, and then on the bench, Kenny Smith, Aaron McKee, Howard Isley, Greg Anderson, AJ English, Lester Morris Sr., O'Donnell Foyle, Scott Burrell, and John Thomas. Alonzo Mourning wins the MVP this year. Rookie of the Year goes to Tim Duncan on the Trailblazers. That's bald Tim Duncan. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Calbert Cheney. Defensive Player of the Year back to Shaquille O'Neal. Most Improved goes to Zyandris Ilgauskas. I don't even remember him playing in 1998. Tyler Jamison wins Coach of the Year, as he's now the new coach of the 66-16 Warriors. What in the world? Bobby Adams wins Executive of the Year for the 80th time. Stupid camera. As much as I like the Warriors, this is just absurd. They have a different logo and everything. They're still just dominating. The Grizzlies get the 5 seed at 44-38, and will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. Gaga's on the rise here. She didn't start for 5 games because she was on the bench, but still, like 16.4 points, 4.7 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.2 block, 2.1 turnovers, 2.2 fouls, 47.1 field goal percentage. I missed 3-point percentage, which is 21.9. Free throw percentage, 67.2. She's getting good. We might be coming up on an MVP season in the next like 5 to 10 years. Game 1 here between the Grizzlies and Timberwolves. I used to mix these two teams up when I was younger. The Grizzlies win game 1. Timberwolves win game 2. Timberwolves win game 3. Grizzlies win game 4. And the Wolves win game 5, eliminating the Memphis Grizzlies. Vancouver Grizzlies. I'm ahead of time. Supersonics sweep the Nets to win the NBA championship this year. Gaga's a free agent after the 97-98 season, where she was great. The only thing is, she's an 84 overall 22-year-old, so somebody's definitely going to make an offer for her. It'll probably be a big long-term one. And she has 13 badges. Nice. Gaga signed what would be an absolute giga deal here for 1998, going to the Denver Nuggets on a 4-year, $31.91 million deal. The next highest paid player on the team is on a 3-year, $18.06 million deal. I don't even know who Dan Stockton is. She's getting paid $13 million. So she's getting paid about like $8 million per year. Dan Stockton here is only getting 6. So, like, that's 2 million more than the next highest on the team. Might not sound crazy, but that's per year. So, like 31 million dollars for 1998 is absurd. On the Denver Nuggets, we got Gaga, Lamond Murray, Bonzi Wells, Randy White, Dan Stockton, Luis Wennington, Buck Williams, Malik Sealy, Anderson Goodwin, Gregory Peterson, Dan Banks, Ricky Jeffries, Douglas Ford, and Joseph Little. This team looks terrible. I guess we'll see how Gaga does here. Shaq gets yet another MVP. Mike Bibby wins Rookie of the Year. So much for Dirk Nowitzki, I guess. Damon Stoudemire wins Sixth Man of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal wins Defensive Player of the Year. Oh boy. Gaga cooked. My gosh. She was worth the money. 22.2 points, 5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 1.6 steals, 0.9 blocks, 51.4 field goal percentage, 70.8 from the line, 28 from 3. She cooked. My gosh. What's she up to right now? 82 overall. I think she regressed. Unless she's... I guess maybe she's injured. I'm not sure. Jaden Brown wins Coach of the Year for the 55 and 27 Sonics. And Executive of the Year goes to Bobby Adams, again, of the 57 and 25 Warriors. They regressed a lot, but they're still, like, insane. Yes, Gaga's technically an 87, but she broke her ankle, so she's going to be out at least most of the playoffs. Which is not at all good for the Rockets. The Nuggets. I'm not okay. The Nuggets have the 4 seed at 49 and 33. They're going to play the Timberwolves. Wolves win game 1. Wolves win game 2. And they get swept. 3-0 Timberwolves. That was sad. Another year, another titleless season for Gaga. Pistons beat the Sonics in 5 to win the championship. Wilkins barely played the rest of his career. He retired 4th on the leaderboard behind Moses Malone, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem. Dang, Dominique Wilkins. Dang. 1999 to 2000 team. Starting lineup: Gaga, Lamond Murray, Bonzi Wells, Randy White, and Dan Stockton. On the bench we have Luis Wennington, Blake Carl. I'm looking up at the ceiling. I'm stupid. Anderson Goodwin, Richie McLeod, Anthony Bonner, Paul Paxson, Darren Webb, Chester Drew, and Shannon Poston. This team doesn't look very good, but we'll see how it does. Maybe Gaga will drop 40 a game, I don't know. I also just realized now, Gaga made a second team all-defense. That's quite random. And who do you know can win 2 Most Improved Player awards? That's just impressive right there. The 1999 to 2000 season's over, and Kobe Bryant wins MVP on the Raptors. Leo Forte wins Rookie of the Year. I don't even know who that is. I might sound like a casual here, but I actually do know a lot about sports. I just don't know who some of these people are. Some of them might even be fake. Baron Davis wins Sixth Man of the Year. David Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year, finally, not Shaq. Vince Carter wins Most Improved. Tyler Jamison wins Coach of the Year. Of course, it's for the Warriors. And Bobby Adams wins Executive of the Year, because of course he does. Nuggets got the 6th seed at 43 and 39 while they were playing the Supersonics this year in the first round. What a season for Gaga. 23.7 points, 5.4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.6 steals, 1.2 blocks, 3 turnovers. That's not that good. 2.3 fouls, 51.9 shooting percentage, 37% from 3. What an increase. Hold on, what was it last year? 28. She went up 9% in 1 year. What in the world? Heck, Stephen Curry. Well, I guess the first Stephen Curry. 72.6 from the line. Dang, Gaga is cracked right now. We're going to go into round 1 against the Sonics. Sonics win game 1. Sonics win game 2. Sonics with the sweep. Alright, cool. Jazz win the championship over the Pistons in 6. Also, Dominique Wilkins just retired now at 40 years old. I thought he wasn't like playing. I thought he was retired already because I couldn't see like it didn't look like he was going up at all any year like in points, and I didn't see him when I was going through rosters. But no, he's still here. He just retired now. I wonder if he changed in all-time points. I'm curious now if he went up at all. He did. He finished third all-time in points. Wow. Ended up beating out Moses Malone. Just finished behind Wilt and Kareem. Alright, that's crazy. Look at that Hall of Fame class. Michael Jordan, the real life greatest of all time. He really wasn't fantastic here. He was good, but nothing crazy. Hakeem, he was really good in this sim. The real goat of this sim, Dominique Wilkins. Patrick Ewing, John Stockton. This is a crazy retirement class here for Hall of Famers. I am back a day later. Let's look at the 2000 to 2001 Nuggets roster. Starting five, we got a now 90 overall Gaga at the point. Blue Edwards at shooting guard. Bonzi Wells at small forward. Randy White at power forward. And Dan Stockton at center. On the bench, we got Louis Swennington, Anderson Goodwin, Blake Carl, Tom Hammonds, Doug Smith, Richie McLeod, Ethan Thomas, Paul Paxson, and Cedric Taylor. The season's over. Kobe wins an MVP in Toronto. Kenyon Martin wins Rookie of the Year on the Cavs. That's different. Maxwell Sharp wins Sixth Man of the Year. Alonzo Mourning wins Defensive Player of the Year. Ron Artest wins Most Improved. Tyler Jamison wins Coach of the Year for the 61-21 Warriors. This team is unstoppable. And Bobby Adams wins Executive of the Year. The Nuggets got the 4 seed at 43-39 and will be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers in round 1 of the NBA playoffs this year. Gaga went berserk, playing all 82 games, dropping 24.7 points, 6.2 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.9 blocks, did have 3.1 turnovers, but 52.4 shooting percentage, only 2.2 fouls, 42.5 from behind the line. The Steph Curry before Steph Curry, and 73.6 from the line, and still has 2 years left on her Nuggets deal. She was worth that giga deal that they gave her. Game 1 here, Nuggets Lakers. Nuggets win game 1. Nuggets win game 2. Lakers will avoid the sweep with the game 3 win. And the Lakers are eliminated in 4. Which means the Nuggets will now take on the number 1 seed Golden State Warriors in the second round. I accidentally simmed the whole round. But yeah, you saw what happened there. The Warriors sweep the Nuggets 4-0. Gaga's dreams ended again in the playoffs. And the Warriors would go on to beat the 76ers in 7 games to win the NBA championship. And now here, after the 2000 to 2001 season, the NBA will now be introducing the G League. That might not be that notable to the video, considering following Gaga's career, she's a 91 right now. But I just thought I should mention that, because that's an important thing in NBA history. The 2001 to 2002 team, starting 5 is Gaga, Louis Swennington, Willie Burton, Jamal Mashburn, and the 7'7" Georgie Marchand. I don't know if I said that right, probably not. On the bench, we got Anderson Goodwin, Dan Stockton, Eaton Thomas, Paul Paxson, Sam Carroll, Mark Harris, Jermaine Floyd, Nate Freeman, and Brooke Jeffries. And we have some guys down here. Jackie Hammonds, Bonzi Wells, and then also Bobby Brewer. Why in the world is Jackie Hammonds not in the rotation? I don't know. Another season is finished. Another MVP for Kobe Bryant. Gilbert Arenas wins Rookie of the Year. Maxwell Sharp wins Sixth Man. Jason Kidd wins Defensive Player of the Year. Stephen Jackson wins Most Improved. Mark Wennington wins Coach of the Year for the 55-27 Knicks rather than the Warriors for once. And Zach Goodwin wins Executive of the Year. The Nuggets will, for the second year in a row, get the 4 seed after finishing 50-32. And will be playing the now 5 seed Warriors, who eliminated them last year in the second round. Gaga got a little worse this year, but still really good, playing 73 games. Minutes went down by about 1, nothing crazy. Also noticed down here, Moshan barely played. Well, barely started. He played 26 minutes. 8.3 rebounds at 7-7-303. Yeah, sure. This was Gaga's last season on contract with the Nuggets, and she had 22.7 points, 5.7 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 1.6 steals, zero point 0.8 blocks, 2.5 turnovers. I'm out of breath. 2.2 fouls. I just got out of the shower. I'm tired. It's like 7:30 right now. 52.9 shooting percentage, 41.2 3-point percentage, and 78.6 free throw percentage. Something tells me this playoff series isn't going to go well. Game 1 goes to the Warriors. Of course it does. Game 2 goes to the Nuggets. Game 3 goes to the Warriors. Now down 2-1 to the Warriors. And the Warriors will eliminate the Nuggets in 4, with their second elimination on the Nuggets in a row. The Warriors fell a little short. The Kings beat the Hawks in 5 to win the championship. And in the series before that, they defeated the Warriors in 7 to make it. So the Warriors' reign finally comes to an end. After the season, it is now officially a 7-game series for the first round of the playoffs, unlike the first 3 series we had before. Gaga is officially a free agent again, and the number 4 free agent in his entire class, behind just Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, and Dirk Nowitzki. So it looks like it is safe to say Gaga will get a new team. But will it be coming back to the Nuggets, or will it be a completely new team for Gaga? And now, after the 2002 season, Gaga is an Indiana Pacer. That is something. Leaving the Nuggets after mostly successful, but not completely, because he couldn't get past the Warriors. Now Gaga doesn't even have to worry about them for right now, because she's going to be in Indiana in the Eastern Conference. Gaga is now on the 02-03 Pacers, with starting 5 for herself: Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorbayak, Jermaine O'Neal, and Darnell Ingram. On the bench, they have Michael Redd, Terrell Brandon, Latrell Sprewell, Udonis Haslem, Claude Rodman, Eduardo Nigera, maybe? I don't know. Lawrence Funderburk, Carlos Rogers, Reggie Evans, JT Longley, and Richard Adrian. The season's over, and Dirk Nowitzki wins MVP on the 76ers after being a free agent last year. That's interesting. Yao Ming wins Rookie of the Year on the Supersonics. Oh, wow. Only 7.4 rebounds. Dude, you're like 80 feet tall. How do you get 7.4 rebounds? Sharif Abdul-Rahim wins Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq wins Defensive Player of the Year. We're back to this again. Wang Zizi. That's a name. He wins Most Improved. Eldon Hansen wins Coach of the Year for the 60-22 Kings. And Stuart Redd wins Executive of the Year. Pacers get the 6th seed at 45-37, and they're going to have to play MVP Dirk and the 76ers in round 1. Gaga wasn't bad. Voice cracked. 72 games, 30.4 minutes, so she's getting to play a little more with the Pacers. 22.7 points, 6 rebounds, 7.9 assists. That's crazy. 1.5 steals, 1.1 blocks, 2.6 turnovers, 2.6 fouls, 53.7 shooting percentage, 44.4 from 3, and 78 from the free throw line. Also forgot to mention, her contract is 3 years, $31.72 million, which, again, isn't a bad contract. Not as good as with the Nuggets, but still a pretty good contract. So here we go. Gaga's only made it to the conference finals once, never to the NBA finals. They're going to lose game 1 to the Sixers. Going to lose game 2. Remember, it is a 7-game series now. Sixers win game 3. Pacers are able to get a win in game 4. And the Pacers win game 5. They're still in this, down 3-2 though. And they tie it back up. In game 5, there's now 3-3 series, and they can't come back. They lose in game 7 to the 76ers, who will move on to the conference semifinals. I need to go to sleep. The Sixers would go on to beat the Utah Jazz in 7 and win the NBA championship. The 03-04 Pacers. Starting 5, we got Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorbayak, Udonis Haslem, and Jermaine O'Neal. On the bench, Darnell Ingram, Michael Redd, Byron Russell, Latrell Sprewell, Eduardo Nigera, still don't know how to say that, David West, Dedrick Holton, Philip Lynch. What in the world is that? Looks like Iron Sheik. Richard Adrian, Sebastian Baja. That's definitely it. Baja Blast. I got Tom Foster and Sheldon Washburn. Why is this guy depressed? The season just started. He's -3 due to morale. What happened to this guy? Season's over. Kobe's back. What is wrong with the focus of my camera? Season's over. Kobe's back to winning MVP. LeBron wins Rookie of the Year on the Grizzlies, who just relocated to Memphis past offseason. 26-5-5 as a rookie is diabolical. Probably right up there for MVP behind Kobe. And probably somebody else. Maxwell Sharp wins another 6th Man of the Year. Kevin Garnett wins Defensive Player of the Year. Austin Crozier wins Most Improved. Connor Bowman wins Coach of the Year. And you can see it's for the Pacers, who went 58-24. That team was insane. And Mitch Walker wins Executive of the Year for the 56-26 Utah Jazz. So yeah, the Pacers win 58-24, the number 3 seed, and will be taking on the 6 seed Hornets in the first round. Gaga regressed again a little bit, missing 3 games this season, playing 30 minutes, but only 21.2 points, 6.4 rebounds. Assists, I believe, did go up at 7.5, 1.9 steals, 1.1 blocks. 3 turnovers is not good. 2.5 fouls, 48.7. Shooting percentage, 39 from 3. Definitely fell down a little bit. And 77.6 from the line. Definitely regressed this year, despite how good this team was. So, see, round 1 against the Hornets. This is probably Gaga's best chance to make the finals. Wins game 1. Wins game 2. Loses game 3 to the Hornets. They're the New Orleans Hornets, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Hornets also in game 4. And they're going to win game 5. They might blow this. And the Hornets come back and win 4 straight to eliminate the Pacers in 6 in the first round. Oh, Gaga, what has happened to you? The Mavs ended up beating the Bucks in 7 to win the NBA championship this year. We have our last expansion team of the video joining, and the Charlotte Bobcats, who will later become the New Orleans Pelicans. We have the Pacers team now from 04-05. We have Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorbayek, Jermaine O'Neal, and Darnell Ingram in the starting lineup. On the bench, we got Michael Redd, Brian Russell, Udonis Haslem, David West, Earl Watson, he's depressed too, I guess. Bobby Jackson, Latrell Sprewell. He looks like somebody, I can't pinpoint. Kind of looks like Snoop Dogg. Like a fake Snoop Dogg a little bit. Willis Murray, Chad Kennedy, Kurt Washburn, and Tracy Brown. Quick update, this team started 8-0. And then a little bit later, they lost to the expansion Bobcats. That's great. I mean, I guess it's not the worst team I've ever seen, but, like, they have Corey Maggette, Emeka Okafor. Like, I guess it's fine, but, like, how did this team just beat one of, like, the best in the league? You know what, never mind. I think Dominique Wilkins is starting to get a little bit of a... How do I say this? A bit of a person coming after him here in the GOAT debate. Another MVP for Kobe. That is his 5th MVP. Alright, Kobe is cracked. Luol Deng wins Rookie of the Year. What in the world kind of simulation is this? Andre Miller wins 6th Man. Alright. Jason Kidd wins Defensive Player of the Year. What happened to, like, Shaq and all? It's just Jason Kidd now. Darius Miles wins Most Improved. Of course, it's on the Bobcats. Dion Wells, that guy looks terrifying, wins Coach of the Year on the 58-24 Pacers. And Sam Anderson wins Executive of the Year. Pacers get the 1 seed here at 58-24 and will be playing the 8 seed New York Knicks in the first round. Gaga with a big improvement. 75 games played, 31.5 minutes, 25.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.9 blocks, 2.8 turnovers, 51.4 shooting percentage, best on the team, 41.3 from 3. And 83.1 from the line, getting better at free throws too. This is the last year of her Pacers contract though, so we'll see if she stays here after this. But before Gaga makes a decision, we gotta go see if she can win a championship this year. Pacers win game 1. Pacers win game 2. Pacers win game 3. And they get the sweep to eliminate the Knicks. We're going to round 2 to play the number 4 Detroit Pistons in the conference semis. I'm hitting buttons. Gaga is able to get game 1. Pistons do get game 2. I just love the Pistons logo, by the way. Pacers win game 3. Pistons win game 4. We got a back and forth series. Pistons are up 3-2. We're going to game 7. And the Pacers do get the win in 7. They'll now be playing the number 3 seed Hawks. We're coming off wins over the Bulls and Cavaliers. Hawks win game 1. Pacers win game 2. Hawks win game 3. Pacers win game 4. Pacers win game 5. Might be going to a championship here. And they are going to the NBA Finals. Defeating the Hawks in 6. They're taking on either the Lakers or the Mavericks here. It's going to be the Dallas Mavericks. Alright. We'll hop into Simcast and see how this series goes. What has happened to this roster? Game 1, Pacers Mavericks. We're going to watch this live here on Simcast. This is Gaga's first NBA Finals appearance. And they just murdered the Mavericks 126-92 as they win game 1. On to game 2, Mavs are probably looking to recover after that blowout by the Pacers, and it looks like it's not going to get much better for the Mavs. Pacers are going to take them down 109-90 in game 2. Now on to game 3. Accidentally simulated, but they won anyway. 113-99, not the craziest one yet. I will jump in to watch the end of this finals here. If they're going to win. And it looks like it's back and forth game here in game 4. And it looks like we got a Pacers championship. Let's go watch the end of it. 23 seconds till Gaga's first chip. And maybe your only one. We have classic scoreboard at the bottom here. Gaga there covering Dixon. He's just going to dribble out the clock, it looks like. Interesting decision. We'll be losing in the finals. Looks like they got Tyson Chandler and Ostertag over there. That's Anton Jamison with it right now. Fade. Good. Still 109-104. And that's going to be it. Gaga wins her first championship with the Indiana Pacers. Why is my game doing this? But anyway, the Pacers are going to sweep the Mavs to win the chip. There's Gaga over there in the bottom left. Finally, she's been here since 1983. And she's finally able to win one. The clock's going haywire in the back. There's Tyson Chandler. Didn't know he was that old. Gaga's just in the background. I don't know who that coach is. Did Gaga win Finals MVP though? Yes, she did. Finals MVP is the Pacers defeat the Mavericks in their home court in 4 games. Gaga dropped 25, 8, 10, 2, 2 in the game 4 win. She did shoot only 8 of 22. Just see this team they just beat. I mean, nothing that insane. Calbert Cheney, Jamal Crawford's here. Jamal Johnson, Greg Ostertag, Doyle Clark. Yes. Not a crazy team, but still a 4-game sweep, and they win the championship here for the first time in Gaga's career, even though it took a lot of years. A lot of years. 2005 championship, it took her 21 years in the league, but she finally won a championship. Gaga now is an unrestricted free agent, so we have to see where she's going to go now after leaving the championship-winning Pacers. Good luck after that one, Gaga. Pacers were able to bring her back on a 5-year, $71.78 million deal. One of the highest rated free agents. So Pretty big signing. Oh, we got another depressed guy. -3 due to morale. They won their first game. 154-97. Gaga had 39 points, 6 rebounds, and 13 assists. And 2 steals and a block. Oh my gosh. Forget the 25% from 3. Other than that, that is absurdity. Good night, New Orleans Hornets. My gosh. Gotta love All-Star Weekend. 115-68. 115-68. The season's over and D. Wade gets an MVP on the Timberwolves. That's interesting. This man cannot shoot a free throw. Anyway, Chris Paul wins Rookie of the Year on the Nuggets. Dylan Mills, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron wins Defensive Player of the Year on the Grizzlies. That is something. Is he wearing 43? Hold on, is he wearing 43? Yep, he's wearing 43. That's great. Carmelo Anthony wins Most Improved. Oh, he took LeBron's spot. That's fine. Everett McMillan wins Coach of the Year on Gaga's 62-20 Pacers. But Executive of the Year goes to Jim Braun of an even better team, the 61-21 Memphis Grizzlies. My gosh. And obviously, after a season that good, and the only other team that was better than them being in the Western Conference, they would get the #1 seed in the East. Well, they'll be taking on the 8th seed New Jersey Nets in the first round. Gaga played 77 games, is currently hurt with a bruised left hip, but nothing crazy. Played 32.5 minutes per game, 24.9 points, 7.3 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2.1 steals, 1.4 blocks, 3 turnovers, 52.9 field goal percentage, 43% from 3, and an 85.3 from the line. That's definitely the best she's had so far. So yeah, Gaga's doing good. The only problem is, she is tired. She's a 95 overall demigod. What in the world? I guess if you make almost like someone have like an F in pretty much everything, then I'll just see his attributes. Here. Oh my gosh. What in the... Well, forget athleticism, I guess. Actual attributes. Can't standing dunk, I can say that much. Can't post fade. No speed with ball. Not the best offensive rebound. Pretty horrible speed and agility. Pretty bad vertical. And not great hustle, but like, still pretty good. And 30 durability definitely doesn't help anything. Game 1 here against New Jersey. Pacers get game 1. Pacers win game 2. Nets are able to take game 3. Pacers win game 4. And the Pacers will get the 5-game elim over the Nets. And will now be playing the #4 seed New York Knicks in the conference semis. Pacers win game 1. Knicks win game 2. Pacers win game 3. Knicks win game 4. Knicks win game 5. They're down 3-2 to the Knicks right now. And the Knicks eliminate the Pacers 1 year after a championship. Oh boy, the Pacers just couldn't get past the Knicks there. That's what the Knicks looked like. Oh my gosh, they're stacked. 92 Mike Bibby, 90 Baron Chris Bosh. Where did they go? 92 Mike Bibby, 90 Baron Davis, 88 Zion Ilgauskas, 86 Desmond Mason, 84 Charlie Bell, 83 Kurt Thomas, 80 Mike James. Yeah, I can see why this team was this good. Also, Royal Ivy on the roster down here at 74. This team is crazy. They even had Miles Morales lost twin Manny. We would then have the Clippers sweep the Pacers in the NBA Finals. 06-07. We got Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorbayak, Udonis Haslem, and Jermaine O'Neal in the starting 5. On the bench, Michael Redd, David West, Kurt Washburn, Jason Sasser, Trent Booker, Mark Madsen, Ronnie Turieff, Willis Murray, Zach Williams, Robin Kersey, Chris Ward. Chris Ward is a 65 overall. Why are you here? Yeesh, this guy's also a 67 here. Robin Kersey. These guys just suck. Hopefully, though, this can be the year that the Pacers go back to the championship after getting upset in the second round last season. Team looks pretty good. I mean, there's not much bench depth other than Michael Redd. Like, David West, Kurt Washburn are decent. So is Jason Sasser, Trent Booker. Like, it's nothing crazy, so I don't know. We'll see. MVP goes to Gilbert Arenas. Rookie of the Year, Andre Bargnani. Baron Davis wins Sixth Man. LeBron wins DPOY. Jameer Nelson wins Most Improved. And Eric Martin wins Coach of the Year for the 62-20 Mavericks. And Peter Carl wins Executive of the Year. Indiana gets the 2 seed this year at 54-28, and they'll be playing the 7 seed Detroit Pistons, who won the Eastern Conference last year. Looks like Gaga suffered another hip injury in the last 5 games. Strained hip this time. But still played 32 minutes a game for 77 games. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. 7.8 rebounds and 8.1 assists to go along with 24 points is crazy. 2 steals, 1.3 blocks, 50.8 field goal percentage, 44.5 from 3, 84.1 from the free throw line. If she could just get that free throw percentage up like 6%, not even that, really like 4% even, this might be the legit GOAT. Let's see what her accomplishments are right now. Gaga, so far in her very long career, is a 1-time NBA champion, 1-time Finals MVP, 7-time All-Star, 1-time first-team All-NBA, which was this past season actually, 3-time second-team All-NBA, and 3-time third-team All-NBA. I think I see a GOAT, even though she has 0 real MVPs. Like, she has a Finals one, but like no actual MVP. So let's see how round 1 against Detroit will go. Game 1 goes to the Pacers. Game 2 goes to the Pacers. Game 3 goes to the Pacers. And they sweep the Pistons in 4 games to move on to conference semifinals, where they'll be playing the 3 seed Orlando Magic, who just beat the Sixers in 7. Game 1 goes to the Pacers. Game 2 to the Pacers. Game 3 to the Pacers. 2 straight sweeps? Yes, they will do it. 2 straight sweeps in the East. Now they have to play the number 4 Cleveland Cavaliers. If they get past them, then they will go into the NBA Finals, play either the Sonics or the Rockets. Game 1 goes to the Pacers. Game 2 goes to the Cavs. Game 3 to the Pacers. Game 4 to the Cavs. Got back and forth series. Pacers win in Game 5. And the Pacers win in 6. They'll now be taking on the Rockets in the NBA Finals after they just beat the Sonics in 5. Here's what the Rockets look like. They got Allen Iverson, James Posey, Tony Parker, who's out with a torn Achilles, so we won't see him here in the Finals. Al Harrington, J.R. Bremer, I'm not sure. Adonal Foyle, Anderson Varejao, Zaza Pachulia. They have a lot of random centers here. Glenn Early, that is a person right there. Mike May, Jared Kelly, Salim Stoudemire, Javon O'Gallagher Jr., JT Douglas, Reynaldo Lopez, and then in the G League they have Ken Nicholson, Thomas Harrison, and Mark Erickson. I do want to show real quick, Pacers are going to be without Joe Johnson for this series with right knee tendonitis. They're also going to be without Jared Jeffries probably for a game or 2 due to a sprained elbow. Nothing crazy, but like those are 2 top guys. Like they do not want Joe Johnson out right now. They'll probably be starting Michael Redd, but then that hurts their bench significantly though, not having Michael Redd there. Let's see how game 1 goes. Pacers looking decent so far. Going into the 4th quarter, Rockets look like they're in a lot of trouble, and the Pacers will win game 1, 115-104 over the Rockets. Game. Oh, I hit a button. I'm not good at this. Game 2. I have it on. Gosh dang it. Got a close game here. Looks like. Not really anymore. This is okay. 108-93. Pacers up 2-0. Game 3. Rockets are in the lead at the moment. It looks like they're not going to give it back. Or maybe they will. And the Rockets will win Game 3, 109-101, making it a 2-1 series. And Gaga's second NBA Finals appearance. Jermaine O'Neal is injured. Why are you pulling out yourself? I got auto rotations on. Where's the rotation? Where in the world is the rotation? Oh my god. He has a bruised hip. I don't care. Just fix it yourself. 92 overall. Just play him. Who cares? It's the NBA Finals. Like if you were in the NBA Finals and Stephen Curry, I don't know, bruised his ankle, would you let him sit the entire series? Like no. Come on. And this isn't looking. Oh no, let's get. I can't decide. Very back and forth. Going into overtime. Pacers will win 126-115 with an overtime onslaught on the Rockets. We're going into Game 5 with the Pacers up 3-1. Looks like the Rockets have a good lead here, and I don't think they're going to let it go. This is a blowout. Alright, that came out of nowhere. 136-107. Imagine being up 3-1 and you will give up a 29-point loss in the next game. 136-107. Pacers another chance at an elimination here. Rockets can force a Game 7 though with a win. And it looks like that's probably what they're going to end up doing. 108-81. Going into Game 7. This is going to be a good game here. Sorry about that. I was just sick yesterday. I might have mentioned that already. I don't remember if I kept that in the video or not. And it looks like the Pacers do win it. Gaga gets Finals MVP. Pacers win in 7. 133-129. 44 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals for Gaga in Game 7. 60% attendance for Game 7. What are you talking about? Starting 5 for the 07-08 season. We got Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorback, Udonis Haslem, and Jermaine O'Neal. On the bench, Michael Redd, David West, Kurt Washburn, Igor Rakachevich. What in the world is that? He knows it too. He knows his name is hard to say with his huge jaw. Trent Booker, Zach Williams, Jason Sasser, Daquan Cook, Charlie Coleman. Man, this guy is depressed. -4? Sheesh. Go to therapy, buddy. Shannon Hudgens and Chris Ward. That hair is something. I have to say that much. We'll see here if the Pacers can get their second straight championship, which will also be Gaga's 3rd on the team, which is quite impressive. She currently sits here at a 97 overall in year. She's going into year 23. Wow. Okay, Joe Johnson. I mean, no offense. Gilbert Arenas with another MVP, dropping 31.9 per game. Rookie of the year goes to KD on the Raptors. Alright. Baron Davis wins 6th man. Gaga wins Defensive Player of the Year. Where did this come from? 2.2 steals, 1.4 blocks. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, 5'4", 1.4. 5'4", 1.4 blocks does not make sense. Also, just realize the trophy says 2019 to 20. We're in 2008. That year is a little wrong. And this one says 13 to 14. Anyway, Paul Millsap wins Most Improved. Drew Woolridge wins Coach of the Year on the 64-18 Grizzlies. My chair just keeps making sounds. I don't know what to do with this thing. Stupid chair. And Jim Brown wins Executive of the Year with the Grizzlies. Gaga's hurt again at the end of the season, but yes, she did make the first team. Along with some other people you might know. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Yao Ming. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Yao Ming. It happened again. Look who the Pacers are playing in the first round. They're 52-30 and get the 4 seed. They're playing the Pistons. Eliminated them 2 years ago. Pacers eliminated them in the first round last year, and now they're playing each other again this year. They just keep playing each other every year in the playoffs. Every single year. Just every year. Gaga played 74 games. Voice crack. Oh boy. 33.4 minutes, 25.1 points, 8.1 rebounds, 1.1 assists. How do you not win MVP with these numbers? I'm sorry. To 31 points season, that's impressive and all, but like, what? 2.2 steals, 1.4 blocks. I know she got defense player of the year, but like, just give her MVP already. 52.5 field goal percentage, 41 3-point, 89.1 from the free throw line. Yeah, she definitely fixed that part. Yeah, give her MVP immediately. Game 1 against Detroit. Pacers will win. Pacers take game 2. Pacers take game 3. Pistons are able to come back and win one in game 4. Game 4. Pistons also win in game 5. And Pacers are able to win in 6. They'll now be taking on... oh boy, the 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. Game 1 goes to the Pacers. Wow. Game 2 goes to the Cavs. Game 3 also goes to the Cavs. Game 4, Pacers tie it up at 2-2. Game 5, Cavs win another. Take the lead at 3-2. And the Cavs will win in 6 with a 4-2 series win over the Pacers. Cavs would go on to win the championship by sweeping the I'm not okay. By sweeping the Los Angeles Clippers. I shouldn't have filmed this one day after being sick. This is not good. I'm gonna go back to bed. This is also gonna be the year where the Supersonics change and become the Oklahoma City Thunder. 08-09. Starting 5, we got Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorback, Udonis Haslem, Jermaine O'Neal. It really doesn't change. Bench is Michael Redd, David West, Trent Booker, Kenny Anderson. This seems like the same. Zach Williams, Daquan Cook, Nate Owens, Abe Walton, Chris Ward, Shannon Hudgens, Rudy Simpson, Lance Miller, and Mel Sullivan. They did get a new coach, I know for sure. Yeah, Jay Todd. That is a really weird looking beard. I don't know why. Looks like too real for him, or maybe too fake. I'm not really sure. This guy sucks. Half-star defense, 0-star offense. Oh boy. This one's strange. Chris Bosh wins MVP on the Nuggets. Just give it to Gaga already. Derrick Rose wins Rookie of the Year on the New Orleans Hornets. Baron Davis wins 6-man. LeBron wins defensive. Kelvin Bridges wins Most Improved. Connor Bowman wins Coach of the Year for the 59-23 Cavs. And Joseph Powell wins Executive of the Year. Pacers did fall off a little bit. They went 49-33. And we've taken on the 3-seed Atlanta Hawks in the first round. I wanted to see why Gaga only played 55 games. The only injury listed is from February 10th, 1984. I think that was a little bit ago. Yeah, as I mentioned, she only played 55 games this season. Still played 32.6 minutes. Definitely the least amount of games she's played. Maybe a bit of regression, possibly. We'll check by games played here. Why is it we're on 36 minutes. I am stupid. Yeah, she hasn't even played less than 70 games for 10 years. So, yeah, there definitely was a bit of a fall off. It was only her third time playing third time playing less than 70 games. And her only time playing less than 60, playing 55 games this season. 25.1 points, 8.2 rebounds, 8.1 assists. Probably would have been MVP if she played more than 55 games. 2.1 steals, 1.5 blocks, 52.5 field goal percentage, way better than everybody else on the team, besides, I guess, Udonis Haslem. 42.2 3-point. Again, best out of everyone here. This is kind of close for Michael Redd, but that's about it. 91.1 from the line. The exact same from the line as Joe Johnson and Kenny Anderson, which is kind of ironic. But still, Gaga was insane. Now let's see how they do here in round 1 against the Atlanta Hawks. They are able to get an upset in game 1, lose game 2, lose game 3. They're able to tie it up in game 4. They win game 5. They're up 3-2. We're going to be tied up here 3-3. And they beat the Hawks in 7 to move on to the conference semis. But they'll be playing the number 2 seed, New York Knicks. They win game 1. They lose game 2. Knicks are up 2-1. Knicks are up 3-1. This could be the end. And it will be. The Knicks defeat the Pacers in 5. The Cavs beat the Grizzlies in 5 to win the NBA championship. Stupid Cavaliers. 2009 to 2010. The last season of Gaga's contract with the Pacers. That big 5-year deal she signed after becoming a free agent. Starting 5 is Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorback, David West, Jermaine O'Neal. On the bench, Michael Redd, Mike James, Udonis Haslem, who definitely regressed. How old is he? At this point, he's 29. He's regressed at 29. He played until like 42. And why he look like a Timu Snoop Dogg? Vitaly Potapenko. That was a name. Trent Booker, Dante Cunningham, I can't say his name. Tomas Harrison. We have Mr. Depressed minus former round Jess Anthony. Chris Ward with his crazy hair. Shannon Hudgens, who looks sad for some reason. Nate Owens. And Doral Madison. What kind of facial hair is that? Stephen Curry wins MVP on the Suns. And oh no. He's a GOAT. In real life and in the video game. MVP and Rookie of the Year go to Stephen Curry in the same season. What in the world? And the trophy still says 0708. Somebody fixed it. Oh my gosh. He won MVP in his first season. What in the world? That's a number 1 pick right there, Phoenix. 6th man of the year goes to Baron Davis. I know it still says 6th player, but I'm going to keep calling it 6th man. I don't know why I'm giving clarifications. I bet no one's watching at this point. Defensive player of the year goes to Kevin Garnett. That's a name. Most improved goes to Yai Gianlian. Whatever. Coach of the year goes to Jack Aldridge of the 60 and 22 Portland Trailblazers. And Maxwell Fisher wins Executive of the Year. The Pacers got the 1 seed of 53 and 29. And will be playing the 8 seed Magic in the first round. See how Gaga did this season. I don't feel like doing cuts anymore, because I've already been filming for an hour today. Gaga didn't play as many games again. Only 61 games played. 24.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 6.6 assists. She fell down everywhere. 1.9 steals, 1.2 blocks, 52.4 field goal percentage, 42.4 3-point percentage, 88.4 free throw percentage. Also strained her hip again. What is wrong with her hips? I know she's been playing forever, but what is wrong with her hips? Also, they signed her to an extension. 5 years, $101.45 million. I don't remember if it was this year or last year their contract expired, but either way. They lost game 1. They lost game 1 to the Magic, the 8 seed. They are able to rebound and get game 1. Or game 2. They also win game 3. They win game 4. And they win in 5. Starts for the Magic's fluke win in game 1, I guess. And now they have to play the number 5 Cleveland Cavaliers. This team is brutal. Pacers win game 1. Cavs win game 2. Cavs win game 3. I didn't mean to simulate the round. Gosh dang it, I suck at this. Probably live in my mom's basement in the future. Cavaliers win game 4. Pacers win game 5. I keep hitting the simcast. We're going to game 7. We'll hop in and watch this one on simcast. Pacers Cavs game 7. Pacers will go to the conference finals with a win over the 5 seed Cavs. Kind of back and forth here. Looks like the Cavaliers are going to win, and they do. 113 to 96. Or 99, actually. They had a lead 3. That wasn't shown at first. But yes, the Cavaliers were able to win that one. Ironically enough, a LeBron James-led Grizzlies team will be the one to sweep the Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. 2010-2011 season. Starting 5, Gaga, Joe Johnson, Wally Scissorback, David West, Jermaine O'Neal. It doesn't change, aside from when David West became a starter. Bench was Michael Redd, Tyronn Lue. I think he's the Clippers coach, or was the Clippers coach. Dante Cunningham, Trent Booker, Udonis Haslem, Dalton Goodwin, Ricky O'Brien, that's some facial hair, Tomas Harrison, Nate Owens, Wayne Hawkins, Scott Irving, and Charlie Coleman. Fun fact about this 2010-2011 season. A few months into the season, right here, before this game against the Knicks, that is when I'm born. We are already, how many years in? This is 2010, so we are, quick math, we are 25 years in, and I am just being born a few months in the future. This is a simulation, that's all I can say. Ladies and gentlemen, it took till the year I was born, after starting in 1984, but Gaga finally wins an MVP with 28.8 points, 9.1 rebounds, 6.8 assists, 1.9 steals, 1.3 blocks, 52.3 field goal percentage, 91 from the free throw line, and 42.7 from 3. Rookie of the Year goes to Gordon Hayward. Who are the other people here? How did Gordon Hayward win? He won it over Paul George and Eric Bledsoe and Boban. That's just sad. Ivan Bagar. You'll give Ivan Bagar Rookie of the Year. Kelvin Barnes wins another 6-man. I barely even know who this guy is. What in the world? He's had 3 good seasons in a row. I think it's his second sixth man of the year. Defensive player of the year, LeBron. Most improved goes to James Harden. I didn't even think about him in the simulation. He was a rookie last year. Theodore Red wins Coach of the Year for the 58-24 Mavericks. Wasn't he the Pacers coach? I know that face. I'm pretty sure it was. Jared Shaw wins Executive of the Year for the 56-26 Clippers. Now, we just went over Gaga stats, so I won't do that again. But the Pacers here, I'm clicking things. My gosh. They went 53-29, so they got the 2 seed and will be playing the New York Knicks in round 1. Game 1 goes to the Knicks. That's not good. Game 2 goes to the Knicks. What is wrong? Pacers are able to win Game 3. Knicks win Game 4. No, Pacers. They're able to win Game 5. It's a 3-2 series. They tied it up at 7. Yeah, they're tying it up before 7. 3-3. Pacers come back and win it. What a comeback. The Knicks, at one point, this is crazy. What a comeback by the Pacers. They're up 2-0 at one point. Then it was 3-1 at another point, and yet they still are able to choke it away to the Pacers. They're now playing the 6 seed Bulls, who win Game 1. Great. If you can barely get past the Knicks and the Bulls, who are the 6 and 7 seeds, what are you going to do if you have to play the 1 seed Celtics or 4 seed Raptors? Or if you somehow make it to the finals, you have to play one of the top 4 seeds here. Except for the New Orleans Hornets. I doubt they're very good. Pacers do win Game 2, though. 2-1 Bulls. 3-1 Bulls. Oh, no. There they go, losing 5 to Chicago in the conference semifinals. And you see it there. Anton Jameson, of all people, leads the Mavs to a 6-game win over the Raptors. Who do the Mavericks have that Anton Jameson just won Finals MVP? Who do they have? They have Manu Ginobili, Dwight Howard, Jamal Crawford, Tyson Chandler, and yet they let Finals MVP go to this man, Anton Jameson. He's like Giga Chad. He looks like Giga Chad. Also have Tyreek Evans on this roster. Aaron Brooks. Anyway, though, this team isn't that... Like, it's a good team, but, like, how the heck did Anton Jameson win Finals MVP? That is just weird. 2011, 2012. Starting 5, Gaga, Michael Redd, Wally Sisserbayak, David West, and Jermaine O'Neal. On the bench, not looking too good. Jarrett Jack, Dante Cunningham, Ryan Hollins, Ricky O'Brien, Chandler Parsons, I forgot about him. DJ Mabanga, forgot about him too. Nate Owens, Udonis Haslam, Franklin Redd, Brian Scalabrine. Why is Brian Scalabrine here? Why is he here? 33 at this point. They had him going 17. I don't know what he went in real life, honestly. He had 2 points last year. Wow, what a signing, Pacers. Wayne Hawkins and Mac Copeland. I don't think this team is as good as last year, so I still see playoffs, but not far into the playoffs. So I was going to talk about this 138-114 shootout, and then I realized Gaga dropped 59! 59! That's gotta be her career high, right? I wonder if she averages 30 points right now. That's gotta be her game high. Yep, 59. And it's the season high, like the most for anybody. And she leads in field goals made. 27? That wasn't even from that game. Actually, I'm just realizing now. I think those are from 2 different games here. I think the 27 field goals made were in that game. And the 59... She had 59 points twice, I think. Is what this is saying here. Which is definitely something. Yeah, Gaga for MVP again. Colin. Also, why does Dwayne Wade have 20 points and 20 assists? That's completely random. I was just curious. This guy down here has 32 minutes, 0 points. Why is he on the team? Played 32 minutes. All he recorded was 3 rebounds and 2 fouls. Pavel Podkolzin. I mean, he's 7'5". I guess he gets a pass. I don't know. That was random. I just thought I should mention that. There it is. She did it again. 29.6 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2.2 steals, 1.4 blocks, 50 field goal percentage, 91.6 from free throw line, 37.9 from 3. Kawhi wins Rookie of the Year on the Nets. Kelvin Bridges wins another 6, man. What is this man rate? Like an 88? 89, actually. That's very close on that. Gaga wins Defensive Player of the Year also. Paul George wins Most Improved on the Lakers. Interesting. Only been in the league like a year or 2, right? His was only his 2nd year. Interesting. Joey Watson was Coach of the Year for 58 and 24 Lakers. And Dante Reed gets Executive of the Year. All that, an MVP of 2 59-point games, and they still only get the 8th seed. Squeaking into the playoffs at 38 and 44. And the worst part is, Gaga's not even going to play round 1 probably, because she sprained her toe. Sprained toe. Yeah, they're getting first round up by the Bobcats. That's great. Yep, Bobcats get game 1, and game 2, and game 3, and game 4. Bye-bye, Pacers. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, that was a Troy Dan reference. I am so sorry for that. I might cut that out of the video. The Bobcats would go on to lose to the Suns in 7. Finals MVP went to DeAndre Jordan. I didn't show that, but I just thought that was interesting. Quick update here. Before the 12-13 season, here is the top 10 for most points scored all time. George Gervin, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Moses Malone, Dominique Wilkins, Wilt Chamberlain. Gaga is here at number 2. 34,731 points. I guess that's what happens when you play for like 30 years. And then number 1 is still Kareem. But Gaga's not even 2,000 behind him. Like, how many did Gaga have last year? Can't check from here. Probably not too far away. It probably was around 2,000. So.
Kamala Harris.
No comment. This is not a political channel. I don't know what happened there. Last season, this is pick 36. Last season, Gaga had 2,040 points. So yeah, she probably could beat it this year. Let's see what the rotation looks like for the 12-13 season. Starting 5 is Gaga, Michael Redd, Wally Scissorbayak. I don't know why I said Scissorbayak like that. David West, Jermaine O'Neal, Dante Cunningham, Igor Rakachevich, Jarrett Jack, Chandler Parsons, Jordan Martin. Oh boy. Ricky O'Brien, Nate Owens, Austin Rivers, Darius Forrest, Lance McDaniel, Dean Phillips, and Nelson Houghton. Curry gets his second MVP in 4 years in the league. This is the GOAT right here. This is the real GOAT. Doesn't matter if he's on the Phoenix Suns. Rookie of the year goes to Anthony Davis on the Spurs. Jeremy Lin gets 6th man. Looks like he has a squish face there. Defensive player of the year goes to LeBron James. Most improved, Clay. Coach of the year, D. Holmes of the 65-17 Warriors. And Bobby Adams gets executive. So the Pacers this season definitely missed the playoffs. They went 25-57. What happened? I know the roster isn't as good as it has been in past years, but like 25-57? Gaga played 74 games. She wasn't as good as she usually is, but like 24.5 points, 8.7 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.7 steals, 1.2 blocks, 49.7 field goal, 41.3 from 3, 93.7 free throw. Like, she was pretty good. Like, it just looks like no one else on this team was. Oh, they got Monte Ellis. Cool. I'm very much a Warriors fan. I get too excited over Curry and Monte Ellis. I guess they just traded for him a little bit in. Chris Paul. Where did Chris Paul come from? I think I made a mistake there. They got Monte from... I guess they just signed him. I don't know. His team doesn't... It doesn't look like it performed great, but like it shouldn't have been a 25-57 team. 6 rebounds for David West. Like, again, it's not great, but like I'm not saying it should be that bad. Let's see how they are compared to everyone else in the NBA this year. Were they the worst team in the NBA? No. They're still better than the 17-65 Knicks. What was this team? Where's their lineup? Show me the lineup. This team had Mike Bibby and Mel Richardson and Baron Davis. And they were just in the championship a few years ago. The only difference is they have Anderson Moore and Ruben Mayo starting. They have Craig Smith and Chris Roy here too. Like, this team isn't even... It's not horrible. Why is Desmond Mason all the way down here? Like, it really isn't that bad of a team. Like, it should have been probably like 30 plus wins, like 30 to 35-ish. Maybe more like 40. Like, they definitely should have been starting Anderson Moore and Ruben Mayo. Well, I'll just start with that. But like, it should be 17-65. Like, my gosh. Also, the best for anyone wondering was... Apparently, I don't even know. Was the Golden State Warriors at 65-17. And yeah, that makes sense. Herbert Houston, Brandon Roy, Lamar Odom, Kevin Love, Joakim Noah, Orlando Stevenson, Bonzi Wells, Terry Neely. This team's pretty dang good. Let's just get on to the next season. It was just a fluke here for the Pacers. Warriors would go on to sweep the Raptors in the NBA championship. This league is losing Steve Nash and Allen Iverson in the same year. Wow. And James Posey. This is also the year where the Hornets become the Pelicans. Which is actually still a team, so that works. The only thing I don't understand is how did the Hornets become the Pelicans? Then the Bobcats became the Hornets. Wouldn't it make more sense for the Bobcats to become the Pelicans? And then the Hornets could just move to Charlotte? You know what, whatever. I'm not a historian. I don't know. 13-14. Indiana Pacers. This is the year of the legendary NBA 2K14. Random side note. Gaga, Michael Redd, Wally Scissorbayek, David Westerman. I don't know. This is the same team every year. On the bench, they got Otto Porter. Where did they get Otto Porter from? I guess it's not the complete same team. They drafted 5th overall. Okay, I like Otto Porter, but that might be a bit of a reach. Dante Cunningham, Chandler Parsons. What is he looking at? Austin Rivers, Boban Marjanovic, Jordan Martin, Dusty Law. Dusty Law is a name, my gosh. Milt Palacio, Craig Sims. I realize now that the Dusty Law guy is very depressed. Robert Covington, Chris Anderson. This man is insane. Like, what am I looking at? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, his tattoos are crazy. And his beard make him look like Jake the Viking a little bit. And we have another depressed man down here, Homer Coleman. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe really, he might not be. I'm not really sure. Quick update. In the middle of the season here, Gaga signed an extension. She was on the last year of her contract. She's now sitting in a 5-year, $109.93 million deal. No wonder the Pacers haven't had money recently. She's been with the Pacers for now. This is her 11th season. She was on different teams like crazy. Actually, doesn't show career stats before 90 to 91. That might be a little concerning. But yeah, she was with the Bulls, Bucks, Kings, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Pacers, and she's just never left the Pacers. Let's see, did she break Kareem's record? This was February 10th, 2014, 5 days before my 3rd birthday. Total points. And no, she's still down a little less than 400 points to Kareem at the moment. But she will still be playing a good amount more seasons. I think 11 more. So she has time to break that record. Actually, I have a different MVP this time. It goes to Orlando Magic James Harden. Victor Oladipo wins Rookie of the Year. This is a draft class here. Who else could have won it? Oh. They probably should have given it to him. In hindsight. The other options are like Dennis Schroeder, Otto Porter, KCP, MCW, Festus Ezeli, Cody Zeal. This is a horrible draft class. Daniel Tice, Seth Curry. I like Seth Curry, but like, my gosh. Kelly Olynyk. I guess Steven Adams is here. Tim Hardaway Jr., Mike Muscala, Mason Plumlee, Gorgai Dang. This just isn't a good draft class. The Oladipo wins Rookie of the Year. Kevin Love gets 6th man. Gaga wins Defensive Player of the Year again. Okay, Gaga. Willard Kemp wins Most Improved with that haircut. Coach of the Year goes to Joey Watson of the 68-14 Lakers. And Dante Reed also gets Executive of the Year for those Lakers. They did miss the playoffs at 33-49. Did Gaga break the record? We have to see now. Did she break Kareem's record? Yes, she did. By a whole 409 points. Gaga is now the record holder for most career points. And is second for field goals made. Over 170 behind Kareem. Gotta be a little bit to get down. 3-pointers made. She's currently sitting at 9th. Ray Allen is number 1. Free throws made. Gaga's second behind Moses Malone. Rebounds. I don't think she's gonna be here. Maybe at like 95 or something ridiculous. No, she isn't here. That makes sense though. Assist. Gaga's 4th. Behind Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, and Magic Johnson. Blocks, I'm gonna guess she's not here. I know she's won a few Defensive Player of the Years, but oh wait. Gaga is number 28 for blocks. Wow. Got a good list of people still above her. Current record holder is Hakeem. She's second for steals behind Jason Kidd, only by 7. I don't remember Jason Kidd looking like that when he played in the NBA. That might be a glitch. Minutes, Gaga was currently third behind Magic and Kareem. I think they hold most of the records. Oh, Gaga has the record for most career turnovers, beating out Magic, Isaiah Thomas, Jason Kidd, and Stephen Marbury. So, that's something. But yeah, Gaga doesn't make the playoffs again. Maybe she might want to trade or something. I don't know. I'll have to see. Lakers would go on to defeat the Raptors in 5 to win the NBA championship this year. I know he's 41, but I still don't remember Jason Kidd playing while looking like this. I don't remember it at all. I think that's like coach version Jason Kidd. That's not NBA player Jason Kidd. There's no way. There's just no way. This is the year where the Bobcats now become the Hornets. So we now technically have 2 Hornets franchises in a way. Great job, NBA. 14-15 Pacers. Gaga, Austin Rivers now a starter. Chandler Parsons, David West, Jermaine O'Neal, Otto Porter, Wally Scissorbayak, Zach LaVine. Where did Zach LaVine come from? How did you get here? They drafted him number 7. Zach LaVine. How did he get here? Anyway, Howard Hall, Boban Marjanovic, Michael Redd, Robert Covington, Dwight Powell, Boyd Manning, Dylan Washington Jr., Luther Head, Rashid Richards. I also noticed something. I think they have this guy in the G League right now. Where is he? There he is. They have a 59 overall on the team. I put him in the G League as soon as I saw him because he's 59 overall. But Frederick Sonnet, this guy's not real. He's a gym person. But anyway, this is pathetic. How are you this bad? Every shooting rating is either a D or a D plus. Defense D minus and D. That's his rating: C minus, C minus, C plus, D minus, C minus. C minus potential is a compliment at this point. It's the same potential as 31-year-old Luther Head. Let's just get on the season. I have no words at this point. Another one for Steph. Zach LaVine gets Rookie of the Year. Ricky Rubio wins 6 man. He knows he probably shouldn't have. Gaga with another Defensive Player of the Year. Look at these stats. This is... I'm not going to go over them in depth, but she should have won MVP with that. It's crazy. Rudy Gobert was the most improved player. I'm not okay. Joey Watson was Coach of the Year for the 64-18 Lakers. Dante Reed gets Executive. I think the Pacers missed the playoffs. I don't remember their final record, but I think they missed. 29-53. Yeah, they definitely missed. They definitely missed the playoffs. I can say that much. We're getting closer to the modern era. Gaga's gotta fix the team or something if she wants to get to another championship. Because, my gosh, this team is bad. Although, we gotta look at the team stats. I'm sorry. I know I said I wouldn't, like, a minute ago. But with a team this bad, I mean, come on. Gotta get 25.1 points per game, and it still wasn't nearly enough. And she's a straight hip. Always a hip injury at the end of the year. Zach LaVine at 16.5. There were some decent point totals. Like, the points... I don't say they weren't a problem. But, like... It wasn't bad. Jermaine O'Neal is terrible. Started 81 games and scored 5.8 points. 36. Just go retire. He still looks scary. Looks like that one guy from SpongeBob a little bit. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? I've never watched SpongeBob, but I've seen like a meme of him before. I think he orders like a crazy burger or something like that. I think it's something like... I'm getting off topic. Gaga's 0.7 rebounds away from a triple-double. Yeah, double-double. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. It took years for her to even score 20 points. Gaga led the team... Gaga led the team in like every statistic possible. This is carrying at its finest, minus the fact they won like 20-something games. Were they the worst team? They're like, oh my gosh, the Nets won 61-21. Alright. Lakers won 64-18. Jazz 17-65. They have DJ Augustine. Kevin Garnett, Andre Bargnani, Kenneth Faried. I know these guys aren't all in their prime, but like this team, I mean, 389s and an 82, and they still finished 17 and 65. I don't know who Dijon Thompson and Walt Taylor are, but like, okay, the rest of this team is horrible. Cody Zeller, Marcus Smart's here. I always forget he's that old. Joe Harris is here. Steve Blake. Not a great team. Like it definitely shouldn't have been good, but like, my gosh, 17 and 65. Wow. Just wow. Lakers would go on to be upset in the finals by the Philadelphia 76ers, who won it in 6. 15-16 season. Gaga, Austin Rivers, Otto Porter, Amari Stoudemire. How old is this man? Like 36? He's 32. Been playing since 2002 to 2003. He's been playing for 12 years already. Jermaine O'Neal, Karl Anthony Towns. Wow. They drafted him number 1 overall. Alright, Pacers. Still got Zach LaVine, Bob Chrissy, Howard Hall. This team looks a little different on the bench. Kobe Holmes, Terrell Harvey, Dwight Powell, Willie Hernan Gomez. Did they draft him in the second round? Yes, they did. Dylan Washington Jr., Zaza Pachulia is here. How old is Zaza right now? He's 31. 17th overall in 2003. I don't think that holds up in 15-16 season. Rashid Richards, Jonathan Hendrick. They gotta be trolling. 40 overall. Where did they find this man? Jack Miller is a 40 overall. They have to be trolling. Please tell me he wasn't drafted. Okay, thank gosh, because that would have been him. He went to Texas too. At least he left after Kevin Durant was there, because he does not deserve to share the court with Kevin Durant, no matter which side he was on. James Harden gets another MVP in Orlando this time. Tingus Pinkus! If you watch the Christmas commercial with Santa and Ben Simmons from like 2018, he's a unicorn from Latvia. That was a bad joke. If you were to go back and watch, just look at Ben Simmons' Christmas commercial, you'll find it. Hysterical video. So it was like a commercial that was to promote Christmas games. Yeah, it was amazing. Sixth man of the year goes to Kevin Love. Gaga was defensive player of the year. Look at the stat line: 24.8, 9.1, 7.9, 1.9, 1.5, 50.9, 97, 44.2. Dale Teague wins most improved. Couldn't tell you who that is. Willie Hansen, coach of the year. Jerome Campbell, executive. Spurs went 60 and 22. Okay. Did they make the playoffs? I don't see them. Oh wait, there they are. They're 4th. Yep, they went 43 and 39. They're in the playoffs. It took like the last 5 years. I haven't filmed this in over a day, so this is first time I've seen them in the playoffs today. I just got home from a half day of school. Pacers win the first 2. They're going to win game 3. And do they win 4? Yes, they do. They complete the sweep over the Pistons. Round 2, they're playing the number 1 Nets. This is going to be a struggle. You have to see real quick, what do the Nets look like? Number 1 team in the East. I'm not okay. The Nets. Oh my gosh. Kawhi, JR, Temple, Damian Lillard is here. Nick Young, Derek Favors, Steven Adams, Jared Jeffries. A bunch of these guys. CJ Watson. Oh, Boban. Traitor. I went over to the Nuggets. How did that? Boban the traitor. Played 2 seasons with the Pacers, then just left for the Nets. Gosh dang it, Boban. Team also has some random guys on it. DeLon Wright's here. Why is he only a 71? I know this is like early in his career. He's only 23, but why is he 21 why is he 71 overall? Nets take game 1. I'm hitting the wrong button. This is just gonna be a blooper reel video. 1-1 series. Nets take it to game 3. Yeah, Nets take a lead in game 3. Up 3-1. Probably going to close it out. And they do win it in 6. 4-2. The Nets defeat the Pacers in the conference semis this year. And then the Thunder would beat the Nets in 7 to win the chip. 16-17, and Gaga's finally a 99. He's going to be starting with Zach LaVine, Otto Porter, Amari Stoudemire. How is this guy still in the league? Not that he's bad at all, he's just old. Like, really old. Cat, Tony Allen, Jermaine O'Neal's still here, but he's on the bench. What? This guy has been playing since 1996. He's 38 years old. Give it a break, Jermaine. He's averaged, the last time he averaged 10 plus points, no joke, was about 13 years ago. Just hang it up, Jermaine. You've been playing with the Pacers for 20 years now. Just give it a break. Jeff Teague, Andre Blatchy, Bob Chrissy, Kobe Holmes, Dylan Washington Jr., Leandro Barbosa, Malcolm Riley, Peter Tatum, Lambros Diamantopoulos. I nailed that pronunciation. David Jefferson, and they're trolling Yankees again with 43 overall, John Francis. Cool. Kyrie gets his first MVP here on the Rockets. Jamal Murray wins Rookie of the Year. That's really good because I was hoping somebody else didn't win it. Yeah. Ricky Rubio wins Sixth Man. LeBron DPOI. D'Angelo Russell Most Improved. Willie Hanson Coach of the Year, and Jerome Campbell Executive for 58-24 Spurs. Now into the playoffs. Pacers get the 2 seed at 50-32. They were pretty good. They were pretty good. LaVine dropped to 21.1. Finally, somebody pairs Gaga. Not to mention Towns and Porter assisting. That doesn't mean Gaga wasn't good. 25.8, 9.2, 8.7, 1.8, and 1.6. 53.8, 46.2, and 95.8. Yep, she was good. They're playing the 7-seed Hornets in the first round. A.k.a. the Pelicans. And the Pacers win the first 2. And 3. And the Pacers sweep them. On in the second round, where they will be playing the 6-seed Raptors. And as a Warriors fan, not sure if that's my favorite Raptors logo. You know what I mean if you watch the 2018-19 finals. Pacers get game 1. Pacers get game 2. Raptors get game 3. Pacers get game 4. Pacers win in 5. They might be going to a championship here. All they need to do is beat the 4-seed Bucks, and they'll be playing the winner of the Lonzo Ball off. That sounded wrong. Lakers and Pelicans. I mean, I guess the Bulls, too, but they didn't even make the playoffs. Pacers win game 1. Pacers win game 2. Bucks win game 3. Bucks win game 4. Pacers win in game 5. They're up 3-2. Pacers beat them in 6. They're playing the Lakers in the NBA Finals here. Let's see what the Lakers look like. They still got Paul George going strong at 27. A 35-year-old Gilbert Arenas. He hasn't won MVP in years. I just assumed he retired. He used to win MVP like crazy. Like, it was like this stretch here, like 2000. Like, he was really good from like 2003 to 2010, especially. We're in 2016 to 17, and I forgot he was even in the league, so. 85 Nick Batum. Really? Chris Humphries, Thaddeus Young, Alec Burks, Conrad Drew, Jens Schumacher, Channing Frye, Thomas Marion. This is weird. Jay Williams is here. Rock Billick. I don't even know if that's a real person. I just had to shout him out for the name. Well, figure it out yourself, auto rotation. Anyway, game 1. This is not going well for the Pacers. And yeah, they're gonna lose this one. 130 to 108. Yeah, the Lakers won game 2 and game 3. I don't even need to watch. Why am I in this game? Pacers are able to get one win here in Game 4. But yet Lakers win in 5. Paul George dropped 34 per game on them. That's great. Pacers will be back eventually. They still have like 7 more years. I think there are a few changes. Just a few. Spoiler alert, they're going back to the finals. Gaga, Zach LaVine, Otto Porter, Leo Mason. I don't even know who this guy is. He's never played. He's 33 years old and 90 overall. He's never played. I don't even know if this guy's real. Karl Anthony Towns, Jeff Teague, Hugh Barnes. Looks like he'd work on a barn. Howie Lynch, Pavel Podkolzin, Popsicle, Andre Blatchy, Sasha Pavlovich, Alice Dawkins, Malcolm Riley, Chester Peterson, Curtis Whitehead, Javon Baylor, and Arvydas Sinkovic. This team's going back to the finals. They might win 70 games this year. This team is insane. Look at this staying starting 5. What are you doing against this? If you said nothing, you were correct. When the bench comes in, that's a different story. I like Jeff Teague. Like, this is not bad, but like, this just isn't gonna be enough off the bench. So they went nuts. We're gonna start off with Gaga winning MVP. It's a pretty good stats. Her points definitely went down, but this team is absurd. What do you want her to do? Rex Collins is Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin gets 6th man. Jeremy Lin. That doesn't look like him at all. LeBron wins Defensive Player of the Year. Miles Turner gets Most Improved. Joey... All of this, and they're still worse than the 63-19 Lakers. Gosh dang. Gosh dang. They still went 61-21. This was ridiculous. 61-21. This is Gaga's best season. And it's not even close. Like, it's not even close. Everybody's hurt. Everybody and their mom is hurt right now. Otto Porter's hurt. Howie Lynch is hurt. Popeye's down here is hurt. That's not how he says his name. That's gonna be his name from now on. No wonder Gaga only had 24 points. LaVine at 22. Towns at 17. Porter at 13. Lynch at 12. Mason 10. Teague 9. 9, 7, 3, 2, 2, 2.3. And 0 for a few guys. Oh boy, I see an average double-double here. Leo Mason, 10.2 points, 10.6 rebounds. This guy he wasn't on a team. At the age of 32. And then just signed to the Pacers. And he's apparently just incredible. And they lost game 1 to the Cavs. Great. The 8 seed Cavs. I didn't give him an intro because I thought they'd just kill him. This is not going well at all. I know there's some players hurt. I gotta see here. What is going on? Yeah, like there's some beat up players, but what is happening right now? They're getting destroyed. This just sucks. They're not coming back. They won game 5. Hold on. We're going to game 7. We're getting to game 7. 3-3 series. Here we go. Hugh Barnes is hurt now. Game 7. This doesn't look good. First round. This team won like 64 games, and they're in a game 7 with the 8 seed Cavs. Cavs are done. Pacers move on to the second round, where they'll be playing the Raptors. They win game 1. Raps get game 2. Raps get game 3. What is happening? Why do they suck? They can't win the playoffs. This is absurdity. Who's hurt? Who in the world is hurt that's stopping them from winning? No one. You're going on an 8-man rotation. I'm sorry. There's no reason you should be losing. There's none. There's no reason. Oh my gosh, 2K. I mean, they're good, but they're not that good. Like, they have Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook together on the Raptors. That's something. But Westbrook's hurt. Well, I guess you want to call food poisoning hurt. They have Aldridge, Kemp. Like, this team is fine, but, like, Cedi Osman. Josh Hart. Like, this team is fine, but, like, I don't think they should be that good. They definitely should be that good. So, yeah, fixed up the rotation a little more. Will Mason is hurt. That might be hurting them a little bit. Let's hope that this is the end. They're surviving our game. Why is it giving... Okay. Okay, we're at game 7. They beat him in 7. He came back from 3-1 2 times in a row. Now this improbable run has them playing the number 2 Pistons. It looks like they're not doing a ton better against the Pistons. Oh no, they're fine. They're up 3-1. However, we know how that can go. Yeah, they end up winning 4-1, and they'll be playing the Raptors. They already beat the Raptors. Why am I talking about the Raptors? They're playing the Pelicans here. Pelicans get game 1. Pacers take it back game 2. Pelicans get 3. Pacers get 4. 3-2. This isn't looking very good for you, Pacers. And the Pelicans did win. Derrick Rose led. Derrick Rose is still playing in 2018. That's good to see. 1919. I'm gonna fall asleep. I've been filming for over 2 hours now. Gaga, Levine, Porter, Howard, Towns, Klimov. By the way, that guy from last year retired. Leo, Teague, Lynch, Lopez, Holmes, Peterson, Riley, Sankovic, Robinson, Carter, Jenkins, Reed. There you go. I'm gonna go to bed now. Another MV Harden. That didn't sound as good as I thought it would. Luka wins a rookie deal on the Hawks. Well, we got a what if scenario here. Andre Drummond wins 6-man. That's not Andre Drummond. Did I miss something? That's not Andre Drummond. That looks nothing like him. That's not Andre Drummond. What in the world? Whatever. LeBron wins Defensive Player of the Year. Hernan Gomez most improved. Alonzo Mourning wins Coach of the Year. Is that the Alonzo Mourning I used to play? I don't think there's any way for me to see. No. But Jim Brown, Executive of the Year. Pacers 46-36. They get the 7th seed this year. I'm tired. I've been recording for like 2 hours already. I just got home from school about 2 hours ago. This video does get at least 100 views. I'm losing my mind. God only played 56 games. 22 points, 8.5 rebounds, 8.8. Still a really good season. It's just not as many. Oh my gosh, 98.6 from the free throw line. Tell me no one beat that. There's no way that anyone would have beaten that. Bradley Beal's on there. On the box. I have to go to league leaders to see. There's no way somebody beat that. That's insane. That is insane. 98 free throw percentage? Steph Curry couldn't do that. And I love Steph Curry. Nope! JJ Redick! She still lost to JJ Redick and barely beat out Brandon Roy. He's 34! Redick's also 34. He's 34, he also shoot better. I guess technically not, because Gaga at this point is... What year are we in? I already forgot. I'm not okay. I've been filming for way too long. Gaga, this is like 5 years ago. Gaga's about 64 right now. Anyway, game 1 against the Miami Heat. It's gonna go to the Heat. Game 2 goes to the Heat. Game 3 goes to the Pacers, okay. Game 4 to the Pacers. Game 5 to the Pacers. They're up 3-2. It's gonna go to 7. Pacers win it in 7. They're gonna take on the 3-seed Hornets. Pacers win game 1. Pacers win game 2. Pacers win game 3. Pacers lose game 4. Okay, they end up beating the Hornets in 5, and oh boy, look who they're playing. Toronto! They're just the bane of the Pacers' existence right now. Raptors win game 1. Pacers able to get game 2. I just simulated this, I don't know. 5-game win for the Pacers. They're now taking on the Grizzlies in the finals. And they sweep the Grizz! Gaga wins another finals MVP. In what is her, I think, 3rd championship, I want to say. Probably third. Yep, third championship, third finals MVP. It's been 12 years since her last NBA championship, 14 since her first, but she was able to get another. What are her career highs looking like right now? Still 59? I thought she would at least have a 160-point game. Is that Ronnie 2K? I don't think it's not him, but still it kind of looks like him. I'm getting off topic. Still, Pacers win. Cool. Here is the roster for 1920. The year of the legendary NBA 2K20. I love that game. I'm sorry. I know people hate it. I love that game. Gaga, Levine, Porter, Bruce Howard, Towns, Boyan. I'm not saying that. You can see what his last name is. I'm not saying that. It's Sebek. It's Sebek. There you go. Jeff Teague, Robin Lopez, crazy hair Robin Lopez, Chester Peterson, Torrey Craig, Javon Carter, Duncan Robinson, Luis O'Connor, Stephen Kemp, depressed Kenneth Oakley, Del Townsend, Rasheed Richards. Cool. Jimmy Snow MVP, Zion Williamson Rookie of the Year, Jamie Lin Sixth Man, Paul George Defense, Trae Young Most Improved, Connor Bowman Coach, Jalen Wolf Executive. There you go. Pacers finished 52-30. They're playing the Wizards. How is Gaga this year? I'm not going to stats completely. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. Gaga played 55 games, almost had a double-double. You can see the stats here. I don't feel like reading them. 98.4 free throw percentage. I'll play she wasn't beat out by JJ Redick again because he's ancient. However, Gaga's also in her 60s, so I guess I can't say JJ Redick's ancient. Round 1 against the Wizards. Dang it, they lost in 6. All that, and they couldn't even beat the Wizards. The 6th seed Wizards beat them in 6. How sad. Tingus Pingus and the Jazz beat the Pistons in 7. 20-21. We got Gaga, Levine, Porter, Peterson, Towns. Still not saying it. Clarkson, Teague, Carter, Pokovetsky, Robinson, Lopez, Kemp, Jefferson, Bosenhock, Sloan, Potter. That's definitely Harry Potter's lost twin. I don't know. Trey wins an MVP. Ant wins Rookie of the Year. Dennis Smith gets Sixth Man. LeBron gets Defensive. Ingram gets Most Improved. Hawkins gets Coach. Campbell gets Executive. I'm running out of something on my camera. I don't know. Oh, the play-in exists now. That was a great time to skip league changes. Anyway, Pacers got the 5 seed. So don't need to worry about the play-in. 45-37. I'm not simulating game by game. I don't have it left in me. Not even. I'll check my stats. So that's about Gaga. I might as well still see how she's doing. She's been on the Pacers forever. Which might make this even less enjoyable, possibly. Her stats: 18.4 points. What happened? What the heck happened to her? Anyway, whatever. Can I just say real quick that I hate the play-in tournament? Like, I really don't like it. 2/3 of the teams at least have a chance in the playoffs. Like, it's just crazy. And oh wow, the Pacers lose to the Raptors. Almost as bad as the Warriors early on. Spurs win the championship. Cool. 21-22. Gaga, Levine, Porter, O'Neal, Towns, Clarkson, Peterson, Pokovetsky, Holiday, Carter, Jones, Kemp, Reed, Sloan, Taylor, Brown, Bremer. I thought I remember Terry Taylor looking like. I don't know why. And Gordon. Awards: Zion, Cade, Murray, Paul George, Zion, Cotton, Goodwin. Pacers didn't even make the play-in. 34-48. Yeah, that explains it. So, yeah, guess Gaga's career's a waste, most likely. Magic win. Now we're on to last year in real life. 22-23. Gaga, Levine, Porter, Boncaro. Wait, Boncaro? How did he get here? Anyway, Towns, Pokovetsky, O'Neal, Clarkson, Knox, Blake, Carter, Jones, Zagorek, Silva, Sloan, Alexander, and Rush. Time for another season. I'm so tired. Somebody please get this to like 1,000 views. I can't take this anymore. Season's over. Zion MVP, Jabari Rookie of the Year, Murray, sixth man, LeBron defensive. How long has LeBron been playing for at this point? He's 38 years old, 20 years in. Kobe White, most improved. Brandon Ingram, clutch. Oh, clutch player of the year is the thing now. I just said that. I didn't even think of it. Coach of the year is Theodore Red. Executive of the year, Jamie Gray. First time those two awards have gone to different teams in what feels like forever. Okay, the Pacers finished something and something. 53-29. How was Gaga? That's the playoffs. I hate myself so much. Why did I do this? I hate myself. I'm gonna go back to school at this point. Could have been better. Definitely could have been better. 98.6 from free throw line. It just keeps getting a little better every year. Round 1, they're playing the Bulls. And I have Otter Simon. They're gonna beat the Bulls. They have to play the Raptors again. They beat them. Lose to the... Oh boy. Lose in 5 to Sixers, who don't want to lose to the Jazz in 5. Okay, coming up on Gaga's last season. If I'm correct, we'll have 2.5 hours to this. Oh, Whoopi. Hi, Whoopi. Stop screaming. Whoopi! Quick intermission to see Whoopi. I'm losing my sanity.
How long has this been going for?
Like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I've been filming this for a few days. Oh, yay, new transition, cool.
Is this a career mode?
Yep. It's been going on for too long. Chris Paul, that's the second year in a row I've gotten that. Okay, what does the team look like this year? Gaga in her last season, Denner 98, Levine, Porter, Boncaro, Towns, Pokovetsky, O'Neal, Tice, Clarkson, Blake, Hamilton, Zagoric, Whitehead, Gray, Jones, injured guy, Johansson, and McNeil. Let's see how they do this year. Zion wins MVP. Wembanyama wins rookie. Shea wins sixth man. Gaga wins defense player of the year first time in a while.
Die now.
His stats, her stats were off like crazy.
Ah! Help, help.
Jaden Ivey most improved. RJ Barrett clutch. What happened with the Knicks? 70-12 is crazy. The Pacers went 42-40, which was only good enough for a play-in. Gaga just is at the end of her 40-year career, and all you guys could get her was a play-in spot against the Wizards. Looks like they'll at least make the playoffs, so that's good. Yep, they're in the playoffs to the 8th seed. They're playing the Knicks, though, who were insane this year. Yep, they're done. Gaga got swept in her last playoff game ever. Her last playoff series, she loses 4-0 to the number 1 Knicks in the first round. Spurs won the chip. Cool. Let's see. Do they put Gaga in the Hall of Fame? I don't know if she's actually going to retire here or not. Gaga's a Hall of Famer. 1,686 games. That's definitely not right. That's only 200 more than Chris Paul. Well, not that. It was definitely more than it said. Yeah, she's been playing since 98. Let's see her awards. She finishes her career 3-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, 22-time All-Star, 10-time first team All-NBA, 2-time second team, or 5-time second team. It doesn't even show her defensive player of the years, but she got a few of those too. Probably like 7 or something crazy. But yeah, there you go. Gaga's a Hall of Famer. Broke Kareem's record. And that's the end of the video. It's Glitzy Gambling Cooper.